Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe a copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Key to the sound. Ringo TV. Ringo TV. Ringo TV.
Welcome to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions,
The #1 reactionary channel on YouTube.
I'm your host, Ringo. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe, and support the content.
Ringo TV.
Ringo TV Reactions, we in the building. You already done know what it is. Yeah. Now, I'm gonna get right down to the business. Number one, I'm tired. I was supposed to go to sleep, but I have to talk about this. You know, they always say you do your best work when you don't feel like doing it. You know, a lot of times you brothers, especially you brothers that are productive, doing something, when you don't feel like doing nothing, it's normally the best time to do it. You know, I have an interesting show tonight. Oh yeah. We're gonna be talking about Melanie King and the Auston passport cartel hidden agenda exposed. Yeah. You know, somebody got to talk about it. Might as well it be me, right? So what exactly are we talking about? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. You see, I be just cooling out, walking through the YouTube streets. And some things just ain't adding up. No, you got this guy. He's 23. Word on the street is he's a barber. I don't really care. But the point is, he's 23. 23 years old. Pops up out of nowhere. And he's interviewed on the Melanie King show. A dating show. But he never called in for a date. It's just not adding up. But what's interesting about this, because we're going to get into the receipts. The other day, you know, you had a brother that called in. He wanted to give some advice. And Melanie King shut him down, told him, this is not the place for that. You're not supposed to come here preaching about Jesus and the Bible and, you know, we don't know who you are. You could be anybody. What credibility do you have to talk? But we got this 23-year-old just learned how to tie his shoelace. She gave him a platform. Could it be possible that Melanie King know this guy? Could it be possible? Hey, you be the judge, right? So what exactly is all of this about? Okay, I'm glad you asked that question too. On social media, I noticed a couple of things. You know the guy that claimed he's one of Kevin Samuels' good friends? You know, the attorney guy? It seemed like everything he's talking about is about getting your passport, going overseas. And he's supposed to be down with Melanie King. So now we got the attorney that never showed up to Kevin Samuels' funeral. Instead, he stayed on YouTube arguing and fighting with people rather than being by his friend's side, right? A friend that he claims is his friend, good friend, even though Kevin Samuels never announced that he had any good friends on YouTube. The same guy that said he met his fiance in some sort of Kevin Samuels Facebook group. But the guy is still not married. And if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but the alleged woman, isn't she supposed to be a foreign woman? Not a woman from out here? So Kevin Samuels passed away. Is this guy married yet? What happened to the photo op? What happened to the, bringing Kevin Samuels cologne and walking around with this woman as if though there's some relationship? Where that went? It just kind of disappeared. And y'all don't notice that? Y'all don't notice that everything on that guy's platform seems to be getting your passport? Then he play these little dumb commercials showing 304s dancing and shaking their behind to entice you brothers, to make you get your passport so that you can take a flight. So now that's exhibit number 1. Let's put this puzzle together. You got that attorney guy talking about passport this, passport that. And you got this clown right here, 23-year-old. Just started life. All of a sudden now, you got countless amounts of brothers flocking to his platform to hear about getting your passport. You don't see the connection? This guy appears on Melanie King's show. Melanie King rolled out the red carpet for him. Let him have his way. Made him promote himself, do what he got to do to boost his numbers. You don't see the connection? This is a cartel. They're all in agreement. See, what we got to do here is we got to uncover the hidden agenda. And that's what we do here on Ringo TV Reactions. We break down the videos. We discover what we need to see. We open the eyes of the blind. Because see, a lot of you guys, I get it. You got a lot of problems in the States. But see, going overseas and getting a passport is not going to solve your problem. See, if you're a man and you're just getting a passport because you want some vagina, you're a sorry guy, bro. Like, you're getting a passport because you want some vagina. That's what the movement is about. The passport bro cartel is nothing more than a sex tourism cartel being funneled through these YouTube streets under the guise of you need to get your passports because it's bad in America. The dating scene is bad. But yet none of these guys that got these passports, none of them have wives overseas. None of them have businesses overseas. All these guys do is go overseas to have sex with women that are either impoverished, women that are prostitutes, women that are walkers of the night. And what a lot of these guys like to do is they post these little video clips showing women scantily clad, hardly any clothes on, to entice you. So what really are they going down there for? Is it to build a family? Is it to find something better than the American woman? They're going down there for sex and nothing more. You see, these particular guys, they don't go there for no culture. They go there as predators. See, a lot of guys that are getting these passports are predators. Predators. Because if you really be honest with yourself as a man, you're getting a passport because you want vagina. Are you kidding me? This is how bad it is in America? Is it really the women or is it you? Because we could talk about feminism all day. We could talk about how the woman is the independent woman. But at the same time, these women are still getting impregnated by men. So what exactly is the problem that's keeping you brothers from dealing with women here? What exactly is the real problem? Because the only ones who should be talking about it's a problem are men like me that actually want to build family structure. You see, you guys that just want to pump, dump, smash, dash, do what the hell you want with women, you guys are not looking to take a woman, mate with her, bring forth children, and build a family. That's not on your mind. What's on your mind is sex. The reason why you want the passport is so you can go overseas because it's easy. It's more easy to get what you want, which is just a moments of pleasure. And that's about it. Melanie King, the author of Confusion, she decided to bring on the passport bro. Not because he's looking for a date, but because they allegedly spoke by phone, thought it out, planned it out, said, wow, if I put you on the show, it'll really help your channel. We'll act like we don't know each other. They'll believe anything. We'll even appear like we're in support of one another because it'll bring awareness to your platform. And then the suckers that are over there at your platform will come to my platform and we could both eat. So what the young brother is doing right now is he is essentially trying to do what other men have done on social media Because, back in the day, there was another guy on YouTube that was pushing the passport movement. He passed away. So there's a void in that market. So now you got this young guy, 23. A 23-year-old is leading grown men. A guy who is a novice, a guy who have no life experience. The only thing he experienced is pumping and dumping. No children. No success in relationships. Nothing at all. But for whatever reason, this is what he's doing. This is amazing. I can't believe this. But we're going to address this particular issue here. So we're going to take a look at the tape again. I wasn't coming on tonight. Like I said, I'm tired, but I'm feeling that I'm in the place where I need to be right now because we have to deal with this issue. We have to deal with this. We're going to play this tape. It's about 34 minutes. 34 minutes of information we're going to play. And we're going to pretty much look at this and find out what's going on and break down this particular information for you to see what's going on. We're dealing with the Melanie King and the Auston Passport Cartel hidden agenda. After this stream, everything will be exposed. You're going to see it for what it is. We're going to smoke them out of all of their cracks and the different holes they went into to hide. We're going to expose everything so you can see what it is. That it's a cartel. And their job is to control the market and have it saturated with key players here and there and there, because I recognize what's going on with this cartel. They're literally trying to get all of you guys to come out to these places, because what they're trying to do is start businesses, and they need you guys to bring the American dollar over there so that y'all could come back and forth, and before you know it, they start a business over there. Now they can make money to sustain themselves over there. So you got to understand and peep the game of what really is going on. This is not about you going over there for anything other than sex. And then what these guys are going to do is try to create an environment to hook you up with different women to make it easy for you. This is not you going overseas for culture. This is basically these content creators, their hands are involved in sex tourism. It's a cartel. That's what those folks are involved in, allegedly. And what they're trying to do is seduce you into it. It's not about culture. It's not about learning a language. It's not about none of that stuff. You got to read between the lines. Right? So we're going to get into this thing right now. We're going to play the tape, and shout out to everybody that's in the chat, everybody that's in the building. It is what it is. So let me see. Where do we begin? Where do we begin here? Let me turn this volume up. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at this. Let's roll the tape back and find out what's going on here. We're going to be watching some interesting clips now. Y'all already done know how I do my breakdowns. Listen, I provide the best commentary on YouTube. Nobody provides better reactionary videos than Ringo TV Reactions. Nobody. Let's get into this. Let's go.
Uh-oh. All right. Hello. I am back at it tonight, guys. Thank you for my super chats. Thank you, guys. Let's get the likes up. Super chats going. I appreciate it. It really helps me out. Can you guys hear me?
Notice the super chat that this particular simp clown just posted there. This person said to Melanie, he said, "You've taken the spot of Kevin Samuels. You're the closest thing to him. Just showing support like always." Do you brothers see how these clowns give all of their money to women who don't do anything for them? This guy said that Melanie King took Kevin Samuels' spot. This is how people see her, right? The clown said that she's the closest thing to him. Could you believe that? She's the closest thing to Kevin Samuels. Wow. Amazing, right? See, I'm not making this up. These are the guys that finance this madness.
See me? Good. I just want to make sure. Thank you for my super chat. A black chat says, you've taken the spot of KS. You're the closest thing to him, just showing support like always. I am not. Listen, no one can fill his shoes, y'all. That is a fool's errand. If anyone thinks that they can, I surely don't think I can.
That's a lie, because countless times she's trying her best to mimic Kevin Samuels in many different ways, but she's trying to act as though she's not trying to fill that void. And the only reason why people subscribe to her is because they believe that she got what it takes, because they miss Kevin Samuels.
I'm just talking, just chopping it up with you guys. So that's what I'm doing. I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate the likes. Let's get those up. That keep things going. And yeah, and I'm actually going to start memberships, guys, tomorrow. I'm going to, everyone has memberships. I've been told over and over I need to do it.
Who you been told to do that by? That's the question. See, the cartel have key players, and they try to tell her, look, you need to get those memberships going so we could get some more money now.
Got some custom little emojis made, all types of fun.
Nobody care about those emojis.
Stuff coming up. So, and I got someone in here. Auston. Uh-oh. It's a little glitchy. For some reason, you look good in this little one, but okay, it's a little bit better now. Hi, Auston.
Hello.
Notice the hello and notice the hi and the greet and the smiles. You gonna tell me these two don't know each other? You gonna tell me that they don't know each other? You don't know when friends look at each other, you can't see the chemistry, you don't feel the vibe. This guy is not calling in for a date. This was a planned event. Let's take a listen. Let's go.
Guys, Auston, you want to tell them about yourself real quick?
Why would he need to tell them? That mean that you know him already. Do you see that? That mean you know him. Because if you're going to tell him and you call him Auston and you're telling him to tell the people who you are and all this other stuff, that mean you know him already. You don't need no introduction because you know who he is already. But you don't tell your guests to do any of that. So this basically is a plug. This guy is a part of the cartel. And what happened here is Melanie allowed him on the platform to push his channel so it could break through the algorithm and get some numbers. And by her promoting it, it sort of gives it a stamp of approval. In other words, I support this guy right here. But it's not just some random guy. Based on this interaction, they already spoke prior to the phone call, allegedly. And you could see that by the interaction. And it all has an agenda at the end. Let's go.
And why you called in?
I'm Austin Holloman. I'm in Dallas, Texas, and I'm here to influence men to stop dating in the United States altogether and get your passports because it's that bad out here.
I just wanted to give some advice to men, like a lot of the black men like myself, only for black men who believe in Jesus too. Because like in the dating world, you got men who believe in Jesus. Like everybody mostly from my community does believe in Jesus. Maybe Allah or something, but other than that, I want to speak to that genre, like of them people. And then just talk about the day, like in like contrast to like the dude.
Wait, hold up, boo.
We can't talk about that.
This is not the place for you to make a speech. Do you have a question about relationships?
Now notice that. She gave Austin the floor. She gave Austin the floor to speak. But look how she treating this brother. You don't see the difference? You don't see the contradictions? Auston ain't come up there for no dates. But she gave him the floor to promote what he's about, his movement. Why? Because she's in on it. But look how she's treating the brother. Peep the game.
A topic you want to discuss? Hold up, boo.
We can't talk about this.
No, this is not the place for you to make a speech. Do you have a question about relationships or a topic you want to discuss? Hi, Auston.
Hello.
Wow.
Guys, Auston, you want to tell them about yourself real quick?
Wow, you need to tell us about how long you known this guy. That's what you need to tell us. Those smiles at the beginning was very, very telling. Very, very telling. Like, who is this guy, Melanie? Who is he? Where he come from? What's his rap sheet about? What's really about this? Because there's no way in this world I'm gonna be listening to a 23-year-old try to tell me anything about traveling anywhere. You know what I mean? This guy's not traveling to get no woman to wife up. Number one, this guy's not thinking about marrying any woman. Number two, and the point of his entire, stay within the space is to actually build a platform up so that he can now, stay overseas and the platform is able to finance the lifestyle. That's pretty much what's really going on. It's sort of like fake it till you make it. Because in this video here, we're going to pretty much uncover the hidden agenda, bring out the receipts, and show exactly what's going on. Because these so-called passport guys are making real brothers that travel look bad. Very, very bad. We're going to bring it all out.
And why you called in?
Notice she just told him to tell the people why you called in. That means that she already know why he's calling in. This was all pre-planned. Do you see that? This was all pre-planned. This is not a random guy calling in. She already spoke to this guy. This is a part of the cartel's business. Promote hidden agendas. Push certain narratives. Put the batteries in everybody's backs. You need a passport, bro. You need a passport. It's bad in America. Get that passport, bro. Go overseas. Matter of fact, we're going to tell you where to go. Go to Brazil. Why I got to go to Brazil? Just go there. Go to Medellin. Go over there. Okay, cool. You got any pictures, any videos I could see? Sure. I'll show you some stuff. See these ladies? These are the kind of women you need. Put the battery in their back. That's the agenda of the cartel. Let's go.
I'm Auston Holloman. I'm in Dallas, Texas, and I'm here to influence men to stop dating in the United States altogether and get your passports because it's that bad out here.
He said his job is to influence men into getting their passports. That's his job. This guy is an agent. His mission statement is to be a young 23-year-old, impressionable, the kind of guy that will fit in with the brothers. He could fit in with the younger crowd and at the same time talk in a manner that will influence the older brothers because they're just as thirsty for women. So the new lingo nowadays is just say you travel. Just say you travel. You don't have to show anything. Matter of fact, all you got to do is show your last 2 vacations that you had looking for vagina. They'll believe you. You know, they'll believe that you're a traveling guy. You know, I don't see how could a person that works at a 9-to-5, right? Now, follow me. A person that works at a 9-to-5, I don't see how you have time to be traveling back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth when you only have a certain amount of leave of time. You can only take vacations certain amount. So all of this traveling stuff is really a scam, because the only guys that can be doing that back and forth are guys that, number one, they have businesses where they have the finances to keep traveling back and forth. Not only that, but they actually have a mission statement. To travel back and forth to waste money and you're not really building anything mean that you're just going overseas to have sexual relations with women. And at the same time, you're still paying for it. And nothing free. You're not going to go overseas and the women in Brazil are just going to be there ready to bow down. You coming from America, you're going to have to spend some money. So the lie that they're telling you about, oh, it's so much better. The women are so much more feminine. The women will become feminine when you give them money. You hear this so-called soft girl era nonsense going on now, where women are literally acting feminine in order to get what they want. That's the same thing that's going on in Brazil. Now, the number one question I've always asked people is this: if the women in Brazil are so great, so hot, so exotic, why the men in Brazil? Why they don't wife up the women over there? If the women are so great, so feminine, cooperative, these are just the best women to be with, why Brazilian men aren't wifing them up? Why? Nobody's answering that question, right? Let's go.
I just wanted to give some advice to men, like a lot of the black men like myself, only for black men who believe in Jesus too. Because like in the dating world, you got men who believe in Jesus. Like everybody mostly from my community does believe in Jesus. Maybe a lie or something, but other than that, I want to speak to that genre, like of them people. And then just talk about the dating, like in like contrast to like the dude we just
hold
had.
up, boo.
We can't talk about that.
This is not the place for you to make a speech. Do you have a question about relationships or a topic you want to discuss? Hold up, boo.
We can't talk about that.
This is not the place for you to make a speech. Do you have a question about...
Notice she said this is not the place for you to make a speech. But she let Auston have the floor to share his speech. Why? Why would she be a respecter of persons? Why would she give one guy the floor and the other guy, she use him to mop the floor? You see the difference? It's because it's an agenda. They know each other.
Relationships or a topic you want to discuss?
Yeah, it's definitely a topic about them.
Okay, ask me a question or say something in a concise sentence. I can't do no speeches tonight.
Wow.
It ain't a speech.
Only I can give the dream speech. Hence the last name King.
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't even believe that's her last name.
I want to talk about the truth, like.
Notice the brother said he want to talk about the truth.
I mean, so I don't know. You might not be.
That's not what this is. That's not what this is for, boo.
Wow.
All right. So
it's not for you to kind of just release.
So it's not for him to release, but you allow another man to release. Okay.
Yeah, but I respect that. It's your platform, you know. But I don't have no dating. I don't have no like interest.
You married?
Nah, I just don't need no dating advice. I mean, it was just like I have like.
But you can't give advice unless you qualify yourself first. People don't know who you are. They don't know anything about you. They don't give a damn about your advice unless you can show receipt.
You see that? So basically she's shutting down the brother from speaking because she figured he don't got no credentials to speak. But you got a 23-year-old that just come around the corner. Where's his credentials? What did he got? Where's the receipts? Why you allowed him to speak? You see that? That's sad. That's because she know the guy. Let's go.
but it's not my. But you ain't give me a chance to speak. Like I don't know. It's just like
you just talking. We need proof. We need to know who you are. You could be anybody. We need to quantify you. There's a lot of voices on the internet.
That's right. There are a lot of voices like that one right there. And all he's doing is telling guys to get their passport. And he's going to keep telling you to get your passport because that's the niche. Get your passport. Get your passport. Get your passport. That's going to be every video. Get your passport. Hey, guys, you know it's bad in America. Get your passport. Hey, guys, you know what? It's bad in America. Even though I still live in America. But it's bad over here. You know, I'm getting my money from over here. But it's bad in America. I didn't relocate yet. But it's bad over here. It's just bad over here, even though I'm renting over here. You know what I'm saying? I just can't seem to go. I can't let the USA go, but I'm a travel bro. Fam, it's a scam. It's 100% a scam. That's how the cartel works.
It's a little bit better now. Hi, Auston.
Hello.
Look at that smile. You saw that? You saw that smile she gave him? You saw that smile? I'm telling you, fam, you better watch out because I'm reading between the lines. These are things they don't want you to know. Trust and believe. Let's go.
Guys, Auston, you want to tell them about yourself real quick and why you called in?
I'm Auston Holloman. I'm in Dallas, Texas, and I'm here to influence men to stop dating in the United States altogether and get your passports because it's that bad out here.
Is that bad out here? So, guys,
it's that bad out here. Really? If it's that bad out here, why are you still in Dallas, Texas? If it's that bad out here, why are you still here? Why? I understand we got problems here. Everywhere you go, there's going to be problems. But you said it's that bad. How bad is it that it warrants me getting a passport to go to a place I don't even know, right? Where the laws are totally different. And I'm supposed to just have this great life because you said get my passport. Okay. It makes a lot of sense.
Somehow I got uh-oh, hold on, it's a little echo noise. Let me see. I may have to mute you in between. So, guys, all right. So I stumbled across his channel. You
stumbled across his channel? So let me get this straight. You just kind of stumbled across his channel and decided to view and made it up like, okay, you know what? I need to bring this guy on the broadcast so he could promote his channel. No, you didn't stumble across nothing. You allegedly know this guy. Oh, yeah. Let's bring it out.
How YouTube just recommends you channels.
Whatever.
And I came across his content and I watched a video by him. But
listen, anybody that would have someone on their platform supports what the person is doing. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody will have you on their platform if they didn't believe in what you do. So her putting him on her platform is for promotional purposes. There was an agreement made. There was a phone call. Something went down. The show is there. Let's go.
I think it was like 10 reasons or a certain number of reasons why you should stop dating in the United States.
Now, think about this. Think about this. She's promoting a guy that is teaching men to get their passports to get out of the United States because it's bad here. Now, if it's that bad here, right? Now follow me, ladies and gentlemen. Watch how this destroys Melanie King's show. Watch this. She's promoting a guy that is teaching men, go get your passports. It's bad over here. Go overseas. She's promoting that. She's smiling and giggling. But she have a dating show. How is that show to be successful if you're promoting a guy teaching men to get their passports because it's bad over here? That's not really adding any credibility to your show. That means that your show is fake. because you yourself know that none of these relationships, none of these people will ever have any success. And see, this is how the scam works, people. All of these dating shows that you see, for me, it's entertainment. It's entertainment and useful for educational purposes so I can show you exactly what's going on. Because I know that none of those people that call in are real. And the majority of them will never have a relationship because they're delusional, because nobody want to listen to the truth. But if you can believe that it's real, then you'll be calling in yourself. You see? The guy is promoting passports, telling men to leave the country. She has a dating show. How does that help when the women that he's complaining about are the ones calling in on her show? So if he's telling the guys, get your passports and leave, why would any guy in America want to date the women that comes on her show? These people are not smart. Talk about shooting your own business in the foot. Doesn't make any business sense to have him on your broadcast when you have a dating show.
So I found this interesting because I hear this so much from different guys. I've recommended it to certain guys.
So you recommended this guy to other guys? You recommended something in terms of talking points to other guys? Interesting.
Well, but I wanted to just have this quick conversation. I'm going to take callers tonight, guys, but I wanted to have this quick conversation because I think it'd be interesting. I think a lot of men have heard these talking points, understand this, but I do not think most of us women understand this.
So you're trying to convince the women now. Hidden agendas. Look how it's all coming out. Look at how it all comes out. Look at his posture as he sit down in the chair. You see the posture? That's the posture when you both have a plan, you have an agenda, you're trying to push it. You know, he need you to push his brand, to push his name, to help him get his numbers. You need him to get the male audience to come to your platform to make those super chats ring. Because, all of these guys are suckers. All you got to do is put a woman before them and the money just start coming out the pockets. But see, when it's a man and he come on camera, like myself, and I share truth, I don't get 3,000 super chats. It just don't happen. Why? Because I'm not a woman. This is just the nature. This is how it is. This is why when you look at female content creators, they have all of this support that keep coming in. And I'm like, what are you guys supporting? They're not giving you anything. It's like you guys believe you're in a secret relationship with these women. You believe that first of all, when a guy super chat a woman, right? Especially when he super chat her big dollars, what he's saying essentially is, and this is what men do, when they super chat $100, $200, what they're saying is, hey, see me? I'm over here. Hello. Please give me the time of day, please. They want the attention. So if they can frequent your platform and keep giving you money and you notice their face, you'll become familiar with them. So that when he send you a DM message, he'd be like, hey, this is me. The guy that been sending you money. Now he can have those little behind the scene conversations a bit. And the end goal is actually to get with you. That's the end goal because he want to smash. So it's like paying your way into the woman's pants. And that's what a lot of guys do. These suckers and simps will be there super chatting all day. And this woman didn't do nothing for them. We're talking about a woman that have no husband, no relationship. How can she help you with relationships when she have no success? This is the same thing I talked about regarding Kendra G, the late Kevin Samuels. You're taking advice from people that don't have no success, no family structure, nothing, but you're expecting results. That's called insanity. Let's go.
So, Austin, you are 23, right?
Yes.
Now you're entertaining a 23-year-old. Now think about this. Let's talk about this for a little bit. Do you really think that women in their 40s are sitting around entertaining a 23-year-old talking about he traveling? So this is an agenda. This is a cartel move. This is a plot, a twist. This guy's an agent. I don't trust that guy. I really don't. They may assume, oh, you hate. No, it has nothing to do with that. I could just tell when someone's a charlatan. You know, it speaks clear. You could just look at them and see the wolf in sheep's clothing. It's clear as day, you know. And you know what's so sad is a lot of you guys, you're already done deceived. Because again, when men are thirsty for vagina, they'll do anything. They'll believe anything they hear. These guys will convince you that you got to get that passport quick. You got to get that passport and get out the country as fast as you can. And you guys are crazy because you really don't know what you're getting into.
Now, at 23, that's an early age to give up completely on the U.S. Now, I've heard guys once they've gone through divorce or they're a certain age, or they don't have any luck with getting women here. Like it's just a difficult situation for whatever reason.
See, it's not difficult to get women. The problem is these guys are unable to get things done their way. That's the real issue. It's not about getting women. It's very easy to get women. The problem is these guys, they want sex on demand the way they want it to be done. And the modern woman is like, look, in order for you to get this and that, you're going to have to do this, this, and that. Those guys are mad. They're frustrated because they can't get their things done their way. So when they go overseas, the women over there, although still woman, her price might be a little bit lower, if you know what I mean. So the cost of getting what they need is probably half price. So you got to look at it as a guy shopping for groceries, and at one particular store, the loaf of bread is $2 and change, or almost $3, but he could get it for $1 down the street at that other shop. So he's going to go over there. That's what's really going on here. The price is higher in the United States. The price of vagina is very high in the United States. And it's not that the price is high. The truth of the matter is a lot of you guys are going after women that really are not sexually attracted to you. I've already taught you guys in videos that when a woman is sexually attracted to you, you could be broke, you can have no money in your pocket, no car. Your shoes are not designer. The woman still want to rock with you. Why? Because she's sexually attracted to you. As soon as she look at you, she want to give you head. As soon as she look at you, she want you in her bed. She don't care about what's going on with your dollars. She like you. She really do. From the heart. The problem is these particular guys, they're not running into women that actually like them because, number one, they don't got no mouthpiece. Number two, when they get around women, it's like they don't even know how to talk to a lady. A lot, and this is true for a lot of guys. A lot of guys are so used to talking to men that when they get around a woman, they don't know what to do. They don't know how to behave. They don't understand it's a different dynamic when you're talking to a lady. You cannot talk to a lady the way you talking to dudes. But because these guys have no real experience being around women, their conversations is awkward because they don't know what to talk about. And they're scared to express what they really want. So they hide online. They don't want to face women face to face because they got rejected so many times. So now they say, you know what? It's bad out here. It's horrible. Can't get no women out here. These women are bugging out. I'm going to get my passport. I got to get out of here. And it's not that it's bad. We got issues. Don't get me wrong. There's issues out here between the men and women. At the same time, guys are just frustrated because they just don't know how to deal with women. And it's easier to go overseas because they can take their American dollar. And when these women overseas find out that you're American, they're going to flock towards you because they see dollar signs. And these are the things that they're not telling you guys. You come off that plane, they already done know where you came from. So all the ladies are going to be right there waiting. And these are not decent women. These are 304s, but in that country. There's a big business in these countries. Tourists that come over there, they know what you're there for. You're not there for no culture. You're coming there for women. Most of the guys that are in Brazil, they know what you guys are there for. They know you're not coming over there because you want to find out the culture and find some wife somewhere. It's all cap. You ain't trying to find no wife. Let's go.
But I would think a guy like you wouldn't have any issues.
Notice
I
that.
thought that too.
Notice that. Melanie just said, I would have never thought a guy like you would have any issues. And he said, I thought that too. Now, what really is the problem? Is this guy saying that he can't pull a woman in the United States? Is this guy that weak that he can't holler at a sister and the sister don't want to give him the time of day? Is that the problem, bruh? This doesn't make any sense. You know, any one of you guys can holler and pull women. The problem is, do the women you pretty much are interested in, do she feel the way you feel about her? See, that's one of the biggest problems that a lot of you guys have, is that you're going after women that really don't like you. You got to pick up on the signs when women are near you and around you. Women know how to talk to you without even saying a word. They could just look at you a certain way and you just know, yeah, she with it. And you just know. Don't ask me how. You just know. You know, you could be walking down the street. You and a woman just catch eye as you walking by. She give you this look. Bro, don't keep walking. She gave you the eye. She talked to you with her eye. She communicated a lot. Pretty much do what you got to do. The green light is there. She's yours. She opened the door for you. She made it easy for you. She looked right at you and she made her vagina talk to you through her eyes. The way she looked at you, you know she's interested in you, but you kept walking because you're scared. You got a little nervous. No, go over there and get her. She made it easy for you. See, a lot of women may not say anything to you guys, but they'll use language that it's like their body will begin to talk. It's like telepathically. You got to be in it to know it. When you're there in the game, you just know. You just sense it. You know, when animals are in the wild, they could just be sitting down and they could smell the prey from afar. They can sense the threats coming near. Well, as a man, why is it that you don't know the signs when a woman is interested in you? You know why? Because you're not out in the wild. You've been locked in a cage your whole life, and you're unable to be in your natural habitat. And because of that, anytime you're around women, you get nervous and socially awkward. You don't even know what to do. So you call in on dating shows expecting some broad to tell you how to be a man, when your father was supposed to be there to guide you and show you how to be a man, to show you things to do. You know, this is why every son needs a father, because he's not going to know what to do in these streets. So when you look at these guys that are being raised today by single mothers, you're wondering why they're effeminate, why they're weak, why they have been emasculated, why they're girly. It's because they were raised by a woman. There was no male in the house. So the boy has no discipline. He don't know what to do. He's scared. You tell him, hey, go talk to that girl. He get nervous. Why are you getting nervous for? She asked him a clear-cut question. Why are you having trouble at 23? At 23, fam? At 23, you having problems with women? At 23, This guy is having problems with getting women in the United States. At 23. At 23, bruh. 23. When you got all these younger 23-year-old brothers out here getting it in with all these sisters, you over here complaining about, it's just tough out here. This is crazy. It's like you wanna. First of all, I don't believe. It's like, look, all right. If this guy is having this much problem at 23 getting women in the United States, then he must be an incel. You got to be an incel. You got to be socially awkward, and you're just putting on a facade. And when you're out in public, you don't know what to do. Because at 23, you shouldn't even be talking like this. It don't make no sense. That's the type of talk that a guy would talk that really he don't got it. He got to get himself together. But to hear a younger guy talk like this, it's like a damn game, fam. It's like, is this guy for real? Or is he just paid to talk like that, to just make you believe like it's just that bad? What is so bad? Are you looking for a wife? Are you trying to settle down with a woman to breed her up and make her your wife? And it's difficult to find a wife? Because, bro, if all you out here looking for is some pussy, right? What really is the big problem with getting that right here in America? You got all sorts of women ready to give that up every single day. You got women that'll be watching your videos and they would give you some vagina. You got women in your neighborhood that want to give you some vagina. There are women all over the place ready to get with each and every one of you brothers. Problem is, you don't know who they are, but they're out there. So why would a 23-year-old be struggling getting a woman? It don't make sense. But let's go.
What are your issues, you would say, with dating here?
Let's hear his issues. Let's find out exactly what these problems are so we could pretty much deal with these issues.
I'm not very good at playing texting games.
He's not into playing texting games with these women. Okay, so you're not into texting these women. Okay, let's see what else.
I don't do well with flakes. I don't do well with masculine women. I don't do well with women with bad hygiene as well.
He don't do well with women with bad hygiene. So you're telling me that all the women you got with was just horrible? Now, I recall I shared a story about some broad that I was with when I was a teenager back in the day, and she was a mess. And that's pretty much like the only sister that I can report on. But to say or imply that all of the women in the United States all have horrible personal hygiene, it's a lie. That make no sense, fam. You know what I'm saying? I dealt with sisters that, man, you take their clothes off, man, you be like, man, yo, what the? Like, this sister smell like, when a woman just look good and then they take off all their clothes and everything is good and she just smell good, man, everything just smell beautiful. I don't know what this dude is talking about, fam. But he's making it seem like all women in America is like sewage and sanitation. Now, granted, you got some ladies that don't know how to take care of their bodies, but the way he's implying is like there are no women out here with good personal hygiene. And he's also implying that when you go overseas, you're going to get a woman that got it all together, which is a lie. Women are women all over the earth, bro. It's just not making any sense, but let's go.
Okay, so you think... Wait, hold on. Wait.
And Melanie, that would include you too. Because if he said that the women in the States have poor personal hygiene, that would imply to you too. So I don't think you should be laughing. Because he's basically saying that you yourself have poor personal hygiene downstairs. Now, I didn't say it. He did. Let's go.
We're going to back it up. And thank you for my super chat. Nature Hill says we need more black women like you.
We need more black women like you. That must have been a typo. I don't think he meant to say black. Let's go.
I appreciate that. I do appreciate guys, every time when you guys say that, stuff like that, I don't know how to respond.
Of course you don't know how to respond because you know you're not what you think you are. That's why you don't know how to respond. It's like you feel a little awkward when he says we need more black women like you. Let's go.
Really weird with stuff like I am socially awkward. If y'all don't know this, but I am.
And she just said she's socially awkward. Wow. A socially awkward person is going to give you advice about dating. Let that make sense, fam. Let's talk about that. A socially awkward person is going to give you dating advice. How could a person that is socially awkward give you any sort of help when it comes to dating? Do you see how they just be exposing themselves? It's sad, fam. Sad.
Socially awkward. So I don't know how to respond, but I appreciate that because I don't want to look like I'm putting down other women or, you know what I mean?
You don't want to look like you're putting down other women. In what way? He said, we need more black women like you. So how are you putting down other women? I get it because you figure, well, if I accept those type of comments, the sisters are going to get mad at me. It's because you know who you really are. You know who you really are, but hey, let's keep going.
So anyway, the hygiene part. Mm-hmm. What's up with the hygiene?
I would hope you would have the answer.
Wow, he said, I hope you would have the answer. Let's see if Melanie got the answer.
No, I'm trying to, what have you come across that's been bad hygiene? And that's specific to the U.S. And you're saying women in other countries, they don't have these hygiene issues.
I haven't ran into it yet.
Lies.
That is a really good.
Check this out.
I'm not going to be solid on this one. But they possibly could be ran through.
What?
What?
Now, keep in mind, he's talking about Brazilian women. He's talking about Brazilian women at this point. Oh, yeah. He said it's a possibility they could be ran through. These are the good old Brazilian women that he literally says are so great. But he's talking about the women in the United States with bad personal hygiene. Let it make sense. Everybody laughing, everybody giggling, everybody having a good old time. Let's go.
Other than that, I don't know, because they're pretty. When it comes to cooperative, they're pretty cooperative. It's not gonna be that hard to get them in the room. So
what?
It's not gonna be that hard to get them in the room. So
wow.
It's not gonna be that hard to get them in the room.
Wow. So it won't be that hard to get them into a room.
What?
Do you see what the passport bros are really about? It's about finding these women overseas that are cooperative so they can get them into a room. What kind of room? Hotel. That's what this is all about. This is not about finding no women overseas because they're better than women in America. This is about vagina at the end of the day. Let's go.
So...
Do you feel like the culture over there, do you get a sense like that the culture over there is very like liberated? Like they're very promiscuous, or like what's your take there?
I'm gonna say they're promiscuous.
Notice he just said the Brazilian women are promiscuous.
What?
You see that? He just said the Brazilian women are promiscuous. We bringing out the receipts. We showing you the proof. But you guys are getting passports to go over there to get promiscuous women? Okay, let's hear him out. See what he got to say.
But that's a really good question you asked. And what is a con? I mean, they're promiscuous for sure. Sex is not just taboo, or they're not shamed for having sex with you on the first date. But
Oh, so they have sex with you on the first date. So let me get this straight. So if I go to Brazil, I'll be able to have sex with one of them broads on the first day. Then when I come back to the States, another dude will come out there, have some sex with the same woman on the first day. He come back to the States, another dude will come out there, have sex with her on the same day. Such a lovely woman, right? Definitely wife material. Oh yeah, she's definitely better than women in America. Great, great, great women. Just having sex on the first day. She got morals, values. I mean, she's such a great woman.
it doesn't seem like they're doing it to everybody, but I would say there are a large amount of whores.
Wow. In Brazil.
What?
Right from the horse's mouth, he telling you that in Brazil, there is a large amount of 304s. So why are you guys getting passports to go down there to mix mingle with 304s? Why are you guys doing this? This doesn't make any sense. But anyway, let's find out what they got to say.
But I'm not calling all of them whores because I wouldn't be down there, because I didn't like Medellin because there was a lot of whores there.
Wow, there was a lot of HOESs in Medellin.
What?
You see? He's telling you what is in Brazil, right? He's telling you. And he said he wouldn't be down there, blah, blah, blah. He's not saying all of them are 304s, but he know that the 304s are down there. Does that passport still look good to you? Let's go.
But I'm not calling all of them whores because I wouldn't be down there, because I didn't like Medellin because there was a lot of whores there.
Wow.
But I'm not calling all of them whores because I wouldn't be down there, because I didn't like Medellin because there was a lot of whores there.
So that means you encountered those so-called 304s. You got with a couple of them, because how else would you not know? See, this is your passport president right here telling you exactly what is going on in Brazil. But you guys are out here getting these passports, talking about you going overseas, and y'all not even getting no wives. This is crazy, fam.
There was a lot of whores there. There was a lot of whores there.
What are those issues?
Off pH.
Off pH.
You're talking about off pH, but yet you in Brazil raw dogging women. Have it ever dawned on you, young man, that you are the one contributing to a woman's pH being off? It's interesting how these clowns talk, but let's go.
So is it like
Fish.
It smells like fish.
It smelled like fish, so you were eating that fish. Anton, whatever his name, Auston, Anton, whatever his name, I don't care. Auston, passport cartel, dude, bro, whatever, was eating the fish. How else would he not know? Because he went downstairs to eat the box and he was like, ah, man.
Yes.
What are the ages of the women you're dealing with that you've dealt with in the U.S.?
It's more of that in the younger age bracket, but I mean, there's no real excuse for that. You have access to the internet. I mean, if I was a woman and I smelled like that, I would do something about it.
If you were a woman.
What?
What? A man shouldn't be saying if he was a woman. Sounds to me like you want to live a double life. Now, he said that this is pretty much with younger women, right? So the younger women are out here smelling like fish, according to this guy, right? Okay.
So, but you would say across the board, how many times have you run into that?
I don't know.
He don't know? How you don't know, sir? You just said that the younger women are the one out here smelling like fish. She asks you how often have you run into that, but you don't know? Are you telling the truth? Or are you just making this story up? Because based on her little smile over there and smirk, it just sounds like this is all staged. It's just craziness, fam.
But enough that it turns you off from U.S. women.
That's one reason.
Okay, that's one. I just find that the funniest. I just find that this like hilarious because I think women need to hear it. That's why I'm trying to get like a good description of this.
Check out the simp in the comment. See, these are the things that I've been teaching and talking about, brothers. Look at what you see in that comment right there. This clown simp sends her $100. $100, fam. His comment go as follow. Hey, YouTube wifey. Keep up the good work. We still got wedding plans to make, LOL. Do you see this? This is how bad the simping is on YouTube with these kind of clowns. And see, only women get this kind of support. It's very rare that brothers come to other brothers' platform and drop Benjamins. It's very rare. But they do this for women, primarily. That guy and many others be over there just donating hundreds of dollars every single day. I mean, they literally are paying her mortgage. And there's nothing wrong with making money. I ain't knocking nobody's hustle making money, but you guys are suckers. You guys are clowns because with thus far of what we heard, what was the point of you sending her $100 and then on top of that to add insult to injury, you have the nerve to call her your YouTube wifey? You don't got no shame, bro. These guys got no shame. For you.
You're saying the hygiene is off. They'll look really good, but they just not taking care of themselves.
Oh, the teeth will be white and everything. Yeah.
So their teeth will be white, but their vagina don't smell right. Okay.
Everything's perfect. On a DB11, thank you. Hey, boo. DB11.
Notice Melanie said, hey, boo. See how she gassed him up? This is what they do when you send money. Do you see, brothers? When these simps send money, you'll notice women, they'll talk to you like, hey, boo, and talk all sweet like she like you. They don't care about you, brothers, bruh. They care about the money you sending. Let's go.
Hey, YouTube wifey. Oh, Lord. Keep up the work. We still got wedding plans to make. LOL. DB, if you don't stop... You a hot mess. I love my trucker. I love my truckers though, guys.
She don't love no truckers. She love the money the truckers give. If she loved you guys, she would pretty much settle down with one of you so she could become a wife. She don't love none of you guys, man. You guys are suckers, bro.
All right, let's just take two women, right? One is American. One is, what's your preferred country to date in?
Brazil right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did
do you feel like the women you dated over there, like, do you feel like they were very liberal, or how do you gauge and find a good Brazilian then? If that's the culture, do you feel like sex is viewed in a way where it's like it doesn't interfere with the quality of the relationship like it does here? Because over here, you know, in the manosphere, we talk about how if you got a high body count, you know, it kind of hinders your ability to connect with a man, right? Do you get the sense of that sort of same energy happening amongst Brazilian women with their men, or just with men in general?
No, because there was a chick the same age as me out there, and she was a pro. She had too much experience to be 23.
What? Did you hear what he just said? He just said he got with a woman that was 23, just like him, and she was a pro. In other words, for her age, she was a pro, which means she's highly experienced sexually. What that mean? She's a 304, fam.
And we still had a way better connection than the women in the States.
So you basically got with a woman that's a prostitute. By your own admission, you said that she's 23 and she was a pro. And she had way more experience for her age. You just publicly admitted that you were with a prostitute, sir. But you're telling these guys to get their passports. Right. Okay.
So I don't think them being promiscuous, like they say here, being promiscuous can kind of inhibit. I find that to be true, right? The chicks that have less bodies seem to stick around a lot longer. They're a lot more timid. Yeah, but and the chicks that have more bodies are going to be a lot more aggressive because they have more experience. They can't be manipulated as much because they've had, more interactions.
Okay, so Brazil. You know what's crazy? What state do you live in?
Texas.
Okay. I was going to say, I don't know how many of you guys have actually come to like Florida, especially where I'm at in Orlando, Tampa. I like all my neighbors are Brazilian. It's just a huge international place. My daughters go to a school with Brazilians, Arabs, Chinese, Korean. This is the biggest melting pot. And I've lived in New York. This is the most integrated melting pot I have ever lived in, and I absolutely love it.
So you live around nothing but Brazilians and Arabs, and so you don't live around black people. But you identify as black. Man, I tell you, bro, this is just sad, fam. This is just so sad.
As a thing, there are pockets of Brazilian women here in the U.S.
Yeah, but you don't go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You don't want to associate with them once they get back here.
Why? Why would you say that?
Because they're on the poison soil.
Notice he said this is the poison soil, not realizing that every country throughout the world has been pretty much influenced by the United States. Like every country has been influenced, even in Africa. The women over there doing the same thing like over here. It's really, really crazy. But let's go.
They can fall victim to the culture and the typical green card switch up that people say. I think that's more so of them adapting to U.S. culture and not coming over here with the intent of, I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but I just think it's so much of, if I move to Brazil, eventually I would adapt some of their characteristics. And I think that's what happened when women come here from other countries.
Okay, because I have had Brazilian guys reach out to me and
you know what's interesting about what he just said right there? I think that is BS, because if you're supposed to be a man, right? If you're supposed to be the man and you're leading the woman, right? Even if she came over here, if you're leading the woman, how could she adapt the culture over here and then become just like everybody else if you're leading and guiding her? That's how you know what he said is BS, because if she really respected you, she would not be adapting to anything. She would be following your lead. You understand? It doesn't make sense what he's saying. If a woman has values, she's not going to come and destroy herself in another land. Because if that's the case, then the same would apply to you. When you come from the United States with all the corruption over here and you bring it to Brazil, then basically you're bringing the pump and dump, the whoremongering, and the smash and dash culture. You are bringing that BS over there with those women.
Tell me the same thing about their women there. I've literally, I can show the messages of guys.
Notice what she just said. She just said that the Brazilian men, she just said that the men in Brazil are complaining about their women the way American men are complaining about American women. Doesn't that make sense? See, this is what I mean. In Brazil, the men over there are complaining about their women. Why? Because their women over there are 304s. And the guys know it. See, a Brazilian man knows what's going on with his own women. And what guys in the States don't understand is the same problems that you got here is the same problem that the Brazilian man have in Brazil with his own women. So what did he do? He want to come to America to get one of your women. Because he believed that if he come from Brazil, that the American woman is going to treat him right. So y'all both in the same pot, if you ask me.
And I actually had one video I did really well in Brazil, because the guys are just like, you need to come to Brazil and do a tour and talk to these women down here.
Why would you, Melanie King, take a trip to Brazil and talk to any women or woman when you don't even have a husband? Why would you do that? You're not going to get no results for nobody because you don't have a relationship. You don't got no relationship, so it ain't going to work. She's just saying that to pat herself on the back, if you really think about it.
Do you think they have a problem with the women there, but maybe American men don't?
I don't know, but I have heard Brazilian women say that there are pH problems, but I just haven't ran into them. And in the United States, it's normal.
Not pH. I mean problems with the women, with the attitudes, the entitlement, that type of thing. That's what they will say. They say it's running rampant, and it's really, really bad for them.
See, she's telling him about what Brazilian men are saying about their women, but he's actually ignoring it because he knows that it's true. But in order for him to sell you guys the scam of getting your passports and go to Brazil, he got to make Brazil appear to be this great place to be. Y'all remember the video that I recently did about the Brazilian woman who had twins? Y'all remember that one? A so-called Brazilian woman had twins by 2 different men. Oh, yeah. True story. She had 2 twins by 2 different men. I don't know how it happened, but it happened. And that happened in Brazil. And she's young, too. Amazing.
And I'm sure it's not like here. It's not like here. Okay, let's not get it twisted.
Yeah,
let's not get it twisted.
Maybe they're not used to it.
Now, let me go back to my example. If there was a woman, twins, one was here in the U.S., pH, everything's good, and the Brazilian woman, why you would say the Brazilian woman you would choose because she's less masculine, more, what would you say?
She's just overall more feminine, better hygiene, typically on average more beautiful.
All of this talk about feminine, good hygiene, all of that, just so you can have sex. When are you guys going to actually start a family? You don't notice none of these passport guys got any kids? Have that ever dawned on you? These guys don't got no kids. Like, I don't get it, fam. How could you guys, like seriously, fam, like, how could you guys be out here smashing all of these women, raw dogging them all up inside vagina, and you ain't get no woman pregnant yet? You guys must be shooting blanks. Cause if you banging out all these broads overseas, fam, and I know you got to be raw dogging them, why none of them turn up pregnant, fam? That's a serious question. Why these guys don't got no kids? All these passport bros, all they talk about is women all day. Yo, man, got to get my passport, you know what I'm saying? The women, man, I can't wait to go, yo. I can't wait. You guys are mad thirsty, bro.
Really more beautiful. Okay. So do you think that is there any way you would ever date back in the U.S.?
No.
Wow.
Really? Do you plan on moving to Brazil?
Uh-oh.
I'm on my way out. As soon as YouTube grows a little more, I'll be making these videos from Brazil. I'm on my way out. As soon as YouTube grows a little more, I'll be making these videos from Brazil. I'm on my way out. As soon as YouTube grows a little more, I'll be making these videos from Brazil. I'm on my way out. As soon as YouTube grows a little more, I'll be making these videos from Brazil or somewhere else.
Wow. You notice what he just said? She said, like, if he's going to be going to move to Brazil, he said he's going to be out. As soon as his YouTube channel grows, then he'll be doing videos in Brazil. That speaks volumes of where this young man is at. See, a lot of these charlatans, when they come into these YouTube spaces, you know, Kevin Samuels did this. He had faked it till he made it. This guy said, I'm going to relocate once my YouTube channel starts to do really good. Once I see like some monetization, I'm able to earn monthly, then I'll relocate because I know the channel is doing good. Now I can have finances that's coming in to maintain what I'm doing overseas. But I can't really do that right now because, you know what I'm saying, I don't really got it like that now. So I can't really relocate right now because my YouTube channel is not where it needs to be. I haven't made enough money yet to relocate, but I'm a travel bro. I'm traveling, I'm traveling all over the place. I'm going to Colombia, I'm going here, I'm going to Mexico, I'm going to Brazil, Thailand, I'm going everywhere. But I'm not relocating until my YouTube channel is doing good. See, they be just exposing themselves all day, fam, but let's go.
Guys, this is what women need to hear, guys, because now we have, guys of all ages are feeling this way.
Now, notice what she's saying. She's saying women need to hear this because guys of all ages are feeling this way. Melanie King is allegedly a part of the passport cartel. Yes, indeed. She's a part of the cartel. Yep. It's crazy. Well, let's go.
About the U.S. Do you think there's anything that could change your mind about U.S. women? I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just picking your brain right now. So don't think I'm trying to criticize or change what he's doing. I'm just trying to get this information out.
The way I was looking, I don't really see anything switching my mind.
Really? Okay.
As if though the women here cares. Bro. The women here do not care if you're getting your passports and you're not going to do this and you don't care if they change their mind, you're going to stay over there. You weren't getting the women here in the first place. They're not losing no sleep over you. Anyway, let's get back into this.
Okay. So being down there in Brazil, do you plan on you going to get married, just stay there long term?
Uh-oh.
Because you say if bringing a
She just talked about getting married. Let's hear how he responds to that.
woman back here, she's going to get out of pocket.
In other words, are you going to get married in Brazil? Because you said if you bring the women down over here to the States, they're going to get out of pocket. Let's hear how he responds.
I plan to stay there long term, but I'm going to keep traveling to make sure.
You're going to keep traveling to make sure of what? See? These guys are not settling down over there, fam. They got to come back to the States. Let's go.
And, that's where I want to stay permanently. I'm only 23, so.
Now you're only 23. You get it? Notice that. Notice that. He says, I'm only 23. In other words, I'm not ready to settle down. I'm not ready to have no wife. I'm only 23. I'm just going overseas to get some cooch. That's it. These guys are all hypocrites, fam. Let's go.
I don't want to permanently move there yet. But
he don't want to permanently move there yet? Didn't he just say a minute ago that he's going to be out once his YouTube channel start to do well? Listen, fam. Even when I'm tired, I provide the best reactionary videos on YouTube. Do you see how we caught him in a lie? Watch him put his foot in his mouth right now. Just watch the contradictions, people.
Next year, I'll be doing a lot of traveling.
Do you plan on moving to Brazil?
Uh-oh.
I'm on my way out. As soon as YouTube grows a little more, I'll be making these videos from Brazil. I'm on my way out. As soon as YouTube grows a little more, I'll be making these videos from Brazil. I'm on my way out. As soon as YouTube grows a little more, I'll be making these videos from Brazil. I'm on my way out. As soon as YouTube grows a little more, I'll be making these videos from Brazil.
Now, he just said, I'm on my way out. I'm on my way out. Soon as my YouTube grow and I start to make a little more money, I'm out. But listen to him now.
So, being down there in Brazil, do you plan on you going to get married?
Do you plan on getting married, young bruh? Do you plan on getting married?
Just stay there long term? Because you say if bringing a woman back here, she's going to get out of pocket.
I plan to stay there long term, but I'm going to keep traveling to make sure that that's where I want to stay permanently. I'm only 23, so I don't want to permanently move there yet. But
so you don't want to permanently move there yet, but you just finished telling us that you're going to relocate once your YouTube channel get up to speed. You can't make this up, people. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Do you hear the contradictions? Do you hear them? I'm telling you, fam, this is so easy to do.
Next year, I'll be doing a lot of traveling.
Do you plan on moving to Brazil?
I'm on my way out. As soon as YouTube grows a little more, I'll be making these videos from Brazil. I plan to stay there long term, but I'm gonna keep traveling to make sure that that's where I want to stay permanently. I'm only 23, so I don't want to permanently move there yet. But next year, I'll be doing a lot of traveling.
Do you plan on moving to Brazil?
I'm on my way out. As soon as YouTube grows a little more, I'll be making these videos from Brazil. A lot more than I did this year.
Okay. And have you had like an American girlfriend before? Mm-hmm. You have had an American girlfriend. How long ago was that?
It ended in 2020, February.
So he had a girlfriend in February of 2020. Let's hear what else he got to say.
Uh-oh. I think you just froze on me for a second. Can you hear me?
He froze up. Cheap Wi-Fi.
Uh-oh, he froze, guys.
That must be that Brazilian Wi-Fi.
I was about to ask him some good questions. Thank you for my super chat, George Tidwell. Appreciate it. And hey, TJ, keep pressing. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. And guys, shout out to my moderators, the Harmony Pill, Jerry Bargety tonight. I appreciate you guys. And TJ, if you guys don't know, she is a friend of Kevin's from high school and college, and she has a YouTube channel, so make sure you're checking her out. So, all right. Can you hear me? Oh, no, he came back for a second. It glitched up again. Is that me or you? You guys?
It was doing it yesterday, so it might.
Oh, it's glitching. Shoot.
That's that Brazilian Wi-Fi. That Brazilian Wi-Fi is glitching like crazy. I don't know, but let's go.
It's glitching. No. All right, TJ, I'm gonna pause for a second with you, and I'm gonna talk to somebody else and see if I can get you back in here. Oh, wait. Dang, it came up for a second. You know what you could do? Can you hang up and then call right back in, and I'm gonna see if it fixes that.
I think it's Melanie King's Wi-Fi is cheap. She always struggles streaming. Oh, man, this is sad, bro.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. So this is interesting because I see a growing number of men wanting to travel to date because they're fed up with the U.S.
No, they're not. They're not fed up with the U.S. They're fed up with the fact that they can't get no cooch. These particular guys are beta male simps. They mad because the woman they want don't want them. So they're upset about that. They can't get the cooch.
What's difficult for an American woman to do the same, a lot of women will say, well, I'll just do the same. It does not translate the same way in other countries. Why? Because
why are you trying to stop the women from getting their passports? Let them go out there so they could get pumped and dumped by the Brazilian man.
You think the U.S. as a woman, if you feel as though men aren't doing this, men are misogynistic, men are patriarchal, men are this, that, and the other, just go to other countries and date. And I will tell you for a fact, it's very difficult for women to do that same thing. And I know,
But women are in America having multiple men. What are you talking about? Women in America have like about 2 to 5 baby daddies. So I don't know what she's talking about. Let's go.
It's hard to believe, or you don't want to believe it, or maybe that upsets you. But the fact is, men do have more options globally than women do, and especially American women.
See, she's in support of what the guy is talking about. See, this is the hidden agenda of Melanie King. She's actually a part of the passport bro cartel. Yes, look at her facial expression. That's a guilty face. I gotta take a picture of that right there because I might switch the thumbnail with this particular picture because this one right here looks guilty, man. That looks like, yeah, her hand was caught in the cookie jar. Definitely her hand was caught in the cookie jar. Let's go.
Because there are issues here. Oh, there it is. It's fixed. It's pretty now. It's pretty. All right. So 2020, you guys broke up. Did you start after that? What catapulted you to travel to travel and date after that, or did you do it before that?
I didn't do it before that. I tried to date the entire 2020. It was all right. I mean, I didn't have a problem getting women, but the women that I was attracted to, they seemed to play a lot of games, like a lot of sabotaging games. And after a while, that becomes pointless. And I knew I should have some sort of better result. So I
Now think about this. This guy talked about how his last relationship was in 2020, right? Now, you all know during the pandemic, pretty much everything was shut down. Nobody was going nowhere. It is what it is. But this guy was traveling. Let it make sense, people. I'm just putting the pieces together. That's all. I'm just trying to put the pieces together. This guy, I don't get it, fam. Because like word on the street is that he's allegedly a barber. Shout out to all the barbers. We're not making fun of barbers. I was once a barber at one time. You know what I'm saying? I got my Andes Master Clipper. I got my Andes T liner. You know what I mean? See, I know my clippers. I got my Walls detached to, what is it, Walls or is it Oyster? I'm not sure what brand it is. I think it's Walls, with the one with the detachable blades. Each one of them blades costs like $30, $40, $50. I got all my clippers, bruh. So I know about my stuff, fam. All right. So it's Oyster. All right. Yeah. So yeah, and you got tack powder. You know that the one that comes in that green container. You know that powder they put on in the barbershop. It's like it smells good. It's like kind of pinkish looking. You know what I mean? The coconut oil spray. Y'all know with the yellow. See the oil sheen. Yeah. See, I was in the barbershop, man. Shout out to all the barbers. You know what I mean? I did my gig back in the day, you know what I'm saying? I was a barber from the age of 12 to about 18, 19. So, and I'm talking about professional barber, you know what I'm saying? I can do all the hairstyles, all the designs, all the cuts, you know what I mean? And one of my specialties was the lineup. When I give people a lineup, it's as if though I did it with a razor blade, because I know how to take the clippers and you do something where you could sharpen your blade, but it's not overly sharpened to the point where you're cutting people. But as soon as you do the lineup, fam, man, I be having everybody line up crispy. Everybody used to be like, yo, they used to come to my shop all the time, fam. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. So shout out to all the barbers out there. Now, my point in bringing up the whole barber thing is the fact that this guy, if he was traveling during the pandemic, how was he traveling if all the barbershops was shut down? But then again, it depends on what state he was in at the same time. But I know there was a lot of shutdowns, especially during the beginning of the pandemic. So I'm trying to figure out, like, this is just not making any sense. Like during the entire time of the pandemic, I was good, you know what I'm saying, during that time, you know what I'm saying, because I was like known as one of them so-called essential workers or whatever you want to call them. So I never was like, sent home and whatnot like that. But back then, pretty much everybody was home. And that's when they were sending people those checks to kind of keep you afloat. And the only people that were out working were people that considered essential workers. I just call them essential slaves because, I would have had rather just stay home like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Just get a check. I mean, who want to go to work? But I'm trying to figure out if the barbershops was empty, how was he traveling? See, this is where it's just not making sense. So it's either this is one big scam, or the dude has an inheritance and he's able to move around and waste his earnings from relatives or whatever, or he's faking it till he make it so it can turn into some sort of business where you have a YouTube channel and it's just focused on tourism and travel, and he's trying to take the spot of the guy that passed away. I forgot his name, but he had passed away. The former leader of the Passport Bros. He had passed away. Let's go.
Got that when I went overseas.
Okay. Kevin Marshall, thank you for my super chat. It says U.S. women got the box. Wait, what that mean? Like because box could mean a lot. The box or
Melanie is always playing dumb. She always playing dumb like she don't know things.
Talking about this box.
Oh, what's that box?
That's an inside joke from my channel.
Oh, okay. We're like we like Curious George when we pop out.
Well, he has a wind-up battery is what we call it.
Ah, okay. All right. I like that. I'm glad I know that. All right. So after that, you decided to travel. What convinced you to travel? Did you go on forums? Did you watch videos? What, how did you do that?
What convinced you to travel? Because I can guarantee you he was watching the guy videos who passed away. They were all following that guy. You know what I mean? So what encouraged him to travel? And why Brazil?
I always knew I wanted to meet Brazilian women.
He always knew he wanted to meet Brazilian women. Cap. He always knew he wanted to meet Brazilian women. Get out of here, man.
And the American women were pushing me away with all the games. And
the American women were pushing you away? I doubt they were pushing you away. It sounded like you just wanted some cooch.
The extra stuff that made it harder to just deal with them. So
you mean the extra stuff that made it a little harder for you to get the cooch? You thought that it was going to be something simple. See, you're young, bruh. So you thought that you could just get with a woman and just say, hey, I like you. Could we have sex? No, it don't work like that. A woman have to be sexually attracted to you too. See, a lot of problems that you guys have today is that you think that because you holler at a woman, she's just going to want to have sex with you. No. The same way when you look at a woman and you be like, man, this sister looking real good. She got to be thinking the same way about you. That's the only way it's going to work. I'm giving you the truth. If the woman is not sexually attracted to you, bro, you are wasting your time. The same way you want to blow her back out is the same way a woman should be looking at you in terms of sexual desire. She should be looking at you and dreaming about giving you head. She's supposed to look at you and picture you blowing her back out. If that woman is not thinking about that, then it's not going to work. You might be attracted to her, but she's not attracted to you. That's where the whole, oh, she's flaking on me, she's playing games. It's not that she's playing games, she just don't like you. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. That's why, I don't pay women no mind. I wait for the women that are interested in me, or I go after the women that I'm interested in, and if they don't show no signs, I just keep it moving. Don't waste any time. I got other things to do. All right? I don't got no time wasting energy. If a woman want the D, she'll let me know. Let's go.
I started getting on YouTube and I saw all the other dudes that do what I do now, and
he said he got on YouTube and he saw the other dudes that do what he do now. You messed up, sir. He saw the other guys that were doing the passport thing and he realized there's a void in that market. That's why he decided to come in and do the same thing now. Wow. Because he knew that the other guy that was doing it had a lot of fans. His channel views had a lot of views. And because the guy passed away, nobody's really on top with the travel thing. So he figured, you know what? I'm going to take over that spot. I'm going to do it so I can be the big guy in charge. Not only that, I'm going to go on the Melanie King platform so she could push my channel. It's going to help me get some notoriety. I'm going to get some views. I'm going to hit the algorithm. And before you know it, my numbers are going to go up. I'm going to start making some money. And now I can quit this barbershop gig and just travel and stay overseas.
Pretty much sold me.
Okay. All right. And so your first trip was Brazil the first place you visited? Or
Yes.
Did you visit a couple? Okay. And have you visited other countries?
I am here soon, but I can't announce it because my critics are trying to get me hurt when I go to the country. So
his critics are trying to get him hurt. A critic is trying to get this guy hurt. Bruh, so you scared of your critics? This is sad, bruh.
Really?
Yeah.
They're trying to cancel you?
Cancel? Melanie, I don't think you understand English.
I don't know what they're trying to do, but that's not going to stop me.
Well, if that's not going to stop you, why do you care?
How are they trying to stop you? You can't stop another person from traveling and doing what they want to do. They think they can do that?
They're trying to incite violence on me, yes.
Incite violence on you? You haven't heard none of that from me. You sound paranoid, bro.
Yeah.
Dudes? Women or men?
Dudes. Yeah, dudes.
You know what's funny? I felt the same thing. I thought I would get a lot of hate from women when I started my channel. I actually had the same as you. I had men that decided to hate on me.
You had men that decided to hate on you. See, this is the problem with these people that are disingenuous. Nobody hates you. People criticize you. They critique you, they review your videos, and they call out the BS. That's all they're doing. That's not called hate. You understand? This is the problem with American culture. When you try to critique anyone or talk about their talking points or correct them, they look at that as, oh, you're a hater. You're a hater. You're just jealous.
On this channel, and I've really had no real pushback from women or women coming after me in any kind of way.
And that's a problem because you're not talking about women. The reason why no woman is giving you any sort of pushback is because you're not even addressing women issues. You're too busy tickling these guys' ears, telling them they sweet and calling them sweetheart so you could get a super chat. I already peeped the game already.
Why are they going after you?
That's a good question.
Why are they going after you?
They're just mad that you can travel and they can, or you.
Why would anybody be mad because he can travel? I can't stand when people just assume that if somebody's talking about somebody, it's because you're a hater and you're mad because you can't travel, but they can travel. Like, seriously, fam, the cost and the price to do this, fam. Really? Wow.
Or their feelings are hurt.
I think a little bit of everything.
So you believe in your heart of hearts, Mr. Auston Passport Cartel member bro. You believe that guys are in their feelings and they're upset and jealous because they can't get out of the country, so they're mad at you because you could. And the only women you dealt with are 304s. You, sir, have never dealt with a woman in your life. The only females you dealt with are 304s. Yes. Only 304s. All right, let's go.
Okay.
But I would say to find a good Brazilian chick, just like any other country, instead of being in a hot spot like Rio, you might have to go to Belo Horizonte is still like a big city, but it's not big like Rio or Sao Paulo. And I actually brought a chick in from Belo Horizonte, and she was, I don't know how many bodies she had, right? But she seemed to be a lot lower. And I actually brought a chick in from Belo Horizonte, and she was, I don't know how many bodies she had, right?
So you brought a chick in and you didn't know how many bodies she had?
What?
Are you not entertained? Wow. So you know that the woman you deal with is promiscuous. She's out there sleeping around. But you want these guys to get their passport to come get those 304s that you're dealing with. Makes a lot of sense.
She seemed to be a lot lower.
She seemed to have a low body count, but she don't have a low body count.
More. She was a lot more. She was a lot more timid. Like I said, just a lot more. She wasn't as easy. I had to talk to her for a while.
Wow.
But that's part of the strategy, right? I mean, if you want to line something up, I advise you talk. Some people say 2 weeks. Give it 6 weeks.
Yeah.
But that's part of the strategy, right? I mean, if you want to line something up, I advise you talk. Some people say 2 weeks. Give it 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, because there was a chick the same age as me out there, and she was a pro. She had too much experience to be 23.
She had too much experience to be 23. This guy is just dealing with 304s, fam. This guy is just dealing with 304s all day. Wow. So these are the kind of lovely queens that this guy deal with in Brazil.
No, because there was a chick the same age as me out there, and she was a pro. She had too much experience to be 23.
Yeah, I honestly, guys, it's not been the women. It is, you will get a lot of hate from men. I don't know who these men are.
You don't know who these men are? Melanie, you know who I am. Come on. Stop. Stop. You know good and well who I am. Everybody know who I am. And just in case you don't know, I'm Ringo. I provide the best reactionary channel videos on YouTube, even when I am tired and sleepy. The show must go on. But let's go.
But for some reason, they get in their feelings about people living their life and doing something on the internet that they don't like, and so they decide to be douchebags.
Oh, so you calling people that critique you douchebags, but you do reactionary videos being a douchebag. How convenient. Interesting.
All right, so
you weren't being a douchebag to the brother the other day that was on your show? You know?
you went to Brazil, your first experience there, meeting the women there. Was it like you had a plethora of women? Did you just go out and meet women? Was it like, how did you do that?
I had something lined up. One person.
He had something lined up.
What?
Wow. Sounds like he have a lovely wife.
2 people lined up for when I got there.
He had 2 people lined up when he got there. Interesting.
And I actually brought a chick in from Belo Horizonte, and she was, I don't know how many bodies she had, right? But she seemed to be a lot lower. And I actually brought a chick in from Belo Horizonte, and she was, I don't know how many bodies she had, right? But she.
So you got with a woman, raw dogged her, you didn't know how many bodies, you thought she had a low body count. See, this is the kind of information you get from the 23-year-old. This is what, see, the Bible even speaks about novice in the faith. It talks about that in the book. You know, you got these novice out here trying to lead people, fam. Let's go.
Seemed to be a lot lower. She was a lot more.
It seemed to be a lot lower. So in your mind, she seemed to have a low body count, but she didn't.
She was a lot more. She was a lot more timid. Like I said, just a lot more. She wasn't as easy. I had to talk to her for a while.
Right.
So you had to talk to her for a while.
Just to me, but the approaching women, that aspect was completely different. So it was a lot of women there. It was a plethora of women there, yes. But just the easygoingness, it was day and night.
The easygoingness? No, you're lying now because you just said a minute ago that you had to talk to her for a few weeks before you could get the cooch. So you lying. You said you had to talk to her. Now you switching up the story. Talking about easygoing. You're lying.
Could have approach them, and even if you got, it's not a utopia. You're not gonna not get rejected. But if you got,
So you telling the brothers that even in Brazil, you're gonna get rejected. See, guys, you are going out to get a passport only to go all the way down to Brazil to get rejected again. Imagine that. Imagine that. You come off the plane, you got your luggage and everything. You go to your hotel room, you get all dressed up, you come outside, you walk the so-called strip area, and you looking at all the women, they all rejected you. Imagine that, man. You got your plane ticket, your hotel, you rented a car, and you still getting rejected after getting the advice of getting your passport. You know how many of these passport bros are right now overseas and still didn't get no cooch? Dudes are in their hotel room beating the drum. Sad situation. That's a nightmare, fam. To get a plane ticket, get a hotel room, and still ain't get no cooch. No cooch, fam. Not even from the room service, nothing. That's bad, fam. That's bad right there.
rejected, it didn't seem like you just knew, okay, maybe she's just not interested. Here, it doesn't seem like that. It seems like something might be wrong with you, and you can only do so much self-improvement and change your approach.
So that means that's what you were doing. You were changing your approach, changing your appearance, trying to please women, simping, readjusting, reevaluating yourself. Fam, you're a clown.
So many ways.
You did all of that stuff trying to get some cooch and still didn't get the cooch.
Okay, so I mean, I can see what you're saying like that, because a lot of men say the women, and I've seen it, when they reject a guy, it's just they can be really nasty about it. Really,
brothers, let's stop playing games, fam. How much more do I gotta talk? I'm trying to get through the stream before I end up falling asleep. I was gonna do the stream in the morning, but being that I was working on the intro and the outro all day because I had to do some corrections, I said, let me come back and do the particular stream. But I don't even know what I'm talking about. Let's just continue. I really don't know. Like, seriously, I don't know what I'm talking about.
cold, almost offended, or just say something rude. Is that what you would get here?
Yes, or they just look at you like you're crazy.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I remember now. Look, guys, we're just gonna do this thing straight, right? We're gonna just tell you straight up and down. If a woman wanna fuck with you, she's gonna fuck with you. It has nothing to do with money. Has nothing to do with designer clothes or any of that stuff. As long as you got a mouthpiece, you communicate with her, you're assertive, she feeling you, you feeling her, you find her to be hot, she's checking you out, she figure, okay, you handsome, she's getting that tingle, her vagina is tingling when she near you, when she look at you, and she just want you to do all sorts of things to her, then it's gonna rock out and play the way it gotta go. All this extra work you guys are doing when you with women, you're wasting your time. Please stop wasting your time. Let things fall in place. Look, fam, there's a bunch of women all throughout these streets. That doesn't mean they're gonna like you. See, you guys gotta understand the way this thing works. If a woman is sexually attracted to you, she has to be sexually attracted to you. You gotta be the kind of guy that when she look at you, you're the guy that she want up inside of her. For lack of better words. There's no other way to put it. Because you're complaining about these women are no good, they flaking, they playing games. No, they just don't like you. You're just not the guy that they want to give the vagina to. You got to accept it. See, once you accept this, there's no more struggle. Now you're just focusing on your purpose. See, when you're on your purpose and you get around different women, they'll see you and they'll acknowledge you. They'll say something to you. Some women are bold. They come right up to you, grab your hand and tell you, hey, and try to get your attention. and you'll pick up on the signs. Some women will just literally just come up to you and put their number in your hand, and you'll be like, okay. But see, these guys complaining, oh, I'm getting my passport, these women are no good, they flaking, they playing games. It's just because they can't get the cooch. That's all it is. You can't get the cooch, so you're upset. You understand? So you're going overseas to pay for prostitutes. That's what you're doing. Just admit it. I mean, I wouldn't have any respect for you guys anyway. You know, like how when you're talking and you say stuff like, oh, I would have respect for you if you would just come out and say you just want sex. I'm not going to respect you anyway, but why can't you guys just admit what you're doing and stop covering it up as if though you're trying to help brothers to overcome the problems in America? We're talking about all these problems concerning women, but what about you brothers? What about you whoremonger males that just want to pump and dump the sisters and leave them with babies? What about you? What about you guys? Look, ain't nothing wrong with getting with a sister and, you know what I'm saying, you and her having some fun. If it's a mutual thing, y'all both like each other and y'all trying to stay with each other and it's cool, you know what I mean? Hey, more power to you. But most of you guys, all you want to do is just pump and dump the women, leave them broken. And then you want to talk about a woman's pH levels and all this other stuff about odors and all of this stuff. Well, aren't you contributing to it? If you're out here pumping and dumping these women and planting your seeds inside of them, and then the next man is doing it, then the next man is doing it, then all of y'all doing it. Y'all all a part of the same problem. So while you're complaining about the women, what about you? See, that's the part where you hear this. Nobody don't want to be accountable. They just want to blame the woman. It's the woman. It's feminism. It's this. It's that. Yeah, feminism plays a role. The independent mindset plays a role. But at the end of the day, a woman is still a woman and she gets lonely and she still have needs. No matter how independent a woman act, no matter how they feel, trust and believe there's some brother somewhere tapping that thing from the back. Do you understand me? Some of the most independent, I don't need a man, I'm a boss chick, I don't need nobody, I'm so fine. Though that same sister, trust me, there's somebody somewhere, as much games as she play, there's a guy that she open up them legs for. That's just the game. You know what I mean? There's no way around it. See, a woman can play games with you and flake and play foolish. And then another guy, she give him the green light. Why? That's the guy she want to have sex with. You can't get mad at the game, bro. She just don't want you. You're just not that guy. It's just that simple. You know, focus on you. Focus on getting yourself in shape and focus on your own goals. Be about your business. Stop thinking about women. See, a lot of you guys, you think about women all day. You're thirsty. You're dreaming about vagina all day. Stop thinking about women. Watch how women start appearing. See, what I'm giving you, brothers, is the keys to life. If you just practice this the whole month, don't even think about women. Don't holler at no woman. Just focus on your goals. Just be about you. Be about your business. Have tunnel vision when you're walking around. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. All of a sudden, everywhere you turn, the woman that you always desired, you're going to see them popping up in different places. You're going to be like, what is going on here? Well, the universe is actually opening those doors. So now the women that you really like, they're going to start to be placed in different positions in your walk. And it's your opportunity now. They're right there. Go get her. She's been given to you. Matter of fact, she might ask you something. She might be in the store right at the register. You at the register putting, you got your bottle of water. You put it on the counter to buy. And as soon as you put it, she come from the side and she puts something on the counter. Bro, that's your chance right there. You looked her up and down. You're like, this is the woman. This is the woman I always wanted right here. And she looked at you. She gave you the look and everything. What are you doing? What are you waiting? You wasting time. Start your talking. Everything's going to work out for you because you weren't thinking about women. You weren't focused on women. But for some odd reason, that woman that you always desired. And guys, you know what I mean by woman you always desired. We're talking about a certain type of woman, certain body features, type of face, lips, hair, texture, all of that type of stuff. There have been times you guys, you had the type of woman in your mind and you saw her in real life and you're like, oh, snap, that's the same woman that I've been in my thoughts. Wow. She looked better in person. Stop thinking about women, bro. Focus on your goals. Focus on your health. Look up something. Get into a trade. Do something. Get into a hobby. You know what I mean? Get active doing something that's different. Stop thinking about vagina all day and watch what happens. Get on your purpose, bro. No cliche talking, bro. Find something to do. Get busy. Get busy. Let women see you working. Because women get turned on when they see a man working. See, another thing that you guys do is you're not working towards nothing. Women like guys that are working towards something. Like every time you around, you busy, you working, you focus. They want to give you head. You're like, look, I'm busy right now. I'm working on this project. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this thing right now. I can't do nothing right now. Right now, I'm damn busy, fam. Like seriously, can't even hang out today. You can't hang out tonight. You can't. She's thinking about you even more. She's contacting you. You free? Like you still working? You busy? Like, look, I need about another 2 days. I got to get this thing done. And when she see that you focus on you like that, it's like your value increases because it's like you're not even thinking about her. In her mind, she's like, there must be something wrong with me. How he don't want me? All these other guys are chasing me around. How come he don't want me? So now she went and got some nice looking outfit, trying to come around you. She's thinking about you. But see now, what you guys do, you meet a lady, you up under her all day. You don't even give her no rest. You there under her skirt all night. Hey, baby, how you doing? You know, I was just texting you to see how you doing. You know, I've been thinking about you all day. So you don't got nothing to do? Nah, you know, today's my day off. So I was just wondering, you know, if there's a possibility, like, you know, if you can come through. She gonna say she busy. I don't know who that's for, but it is what it is.
Really? And the Brazilian women, how would they reject? Is it more just like, oh no,
Yeah, it's like, oh no.
See, even the Brazilian women will reject you.
Or they would just ignore you, and that's fine too.
Notice he said the Brazilian women will ignore you too. So stop thinking, brothers, that when you go over there to Brazil, that those women are on their knees waiting to serve you. It's not happening, fam. Every woman is the same when it comes to attraction, bro. If a woman vagina is not talking to you, it's a no-go. Listen, guys, listen. I keep telling you this, fam. A woman vagina has to do the talking. Look, when you're standing next to a woman, right, and you're there next to her, you got to hear when the vagina's calling. You got to hear it, bro. Like, seriously, I'm trying to give you the game. I'm trying to keep it clean because, you know, this is YouTube. But at the same time, when you're standing next to a woman, even though she's talking, her vagina's talking too. You got to pick up on the energy. Look at her eyes, where she's looking at. You got to feel it, you know? Because if you don't play your cards right, you might end up missing out on the signs. I don't know why women play these dumb games with these stupid signs. Rather than them just saying, look, you know what I'm saying? Like she's interested in getting some D. Play these dumb games. You got to try to figure it out. Some women don't play these type of games, but if you understand the signs, bro, man, the sky's the limit, fam. But you got to also tell the woman what you want. A lot of you guys don't be telling women exactly what your intentions are. You like you trying to be her friend. What in the world are you trying to be her friend for? I don't want to be no woman's friend. I'm trying to hit it from the back. To all you ladies out there, I'm not trying to be your friend. I don't got no time to be your friend. I want to smash. I see a sister I like, I want to hit it. I don't got no time for no long talking, all this nonsense. I don't have time to play. Let's do what we got to do. Let's just do what we got to do. It don't make no sense we waste any time. Life is too damn short. You know? It's now or never, so let's go.
Okay, so that's fine too. So then once you got down there was a lot of options of women. They seemed friendlier, I'm sure, more feminine. One thing you mentioned was that the women don't really wear makeup like that down there.
That's all cap. Brazilian women be wearing a cake of makeup, bro. That's a lie, fam. Now, of course, in every country, you have your women that wear makeup, and then you have women that don't wear makeup. But he's trying to make it seem like women just don't wear makeup and it's just all natural. Listen, man, stop.
I saw in your video.
Yeah, a handful of them. There's a handful of them.
If those women are not wearing makeup, I keep saying this, why in the world are the men not wifing them up? Why?
So for you like that natural look, like with no makeup, and here women are just like caked up in makeup.
Yeah, like you. Because, you're wearing those fake locks. It's fake. It's not real. It's not. It's not real. But see, you're wearing the makeup, you got the lashes on, the cosmetic surgery. Nobody don't want to see that mess. I remember there was one time they had this sister, man, from far, I thought it was real. You know what I'm saying? My bad. I thought she had locks, you know what I'm saying? So she was looking real good. Real good. So I got close. And like when them women are wearing them sister locks or them fox locks or whatever the hell you call that mess. Like the front, like you could tell by the hair that, and even the damn locks, it's like, it's not like hair, it's not locks. It's like it looked like dolly hair. I got in front of her because I was about to, do what I got to do. And I looked at her hair and I was like, I was so disappointed, man. I was so disappointed, man. I thought she was the one. Because, it's just not real, fam. I don't know. I just can't deal with that mess. Because, if you get with a sister like that, fam, she's going to be requiring you to get her hair done, right? Oh, I need you to get my hair done. How much is it? Oh, $500. $500? You get this done every month. Can't deal with that mess, fam. I'm sorry. I can't deal with it.
Yes.
Okay. So, all right. This is just interesting. This is really interesting to me. Do you guys have any questions for this? Because hold up, shame, insults, and guilt. Who and the need to be right? Who is that? Me? Him? Or are you just saying the women here, or what are you putting it out there as?
See, the thing with American women, fam, that's bad with women over here, is that you ladies are not real. That's one of the main problems. See, when men are in public, you see exactly what they are. When men are on camera, you see exactly who they are. But when you ladies come out and you're on camera or in photos, number one, every time you ladies post a photo, you always using filters to smooth out your skin, make your body look curvy, doing this, all these enhancements, making your breasts look bigger, and then you post it. And now guys are drooling over you because you look attractive, but it's fake. And then when they see you in person, you got the fake hair, you got the lashes, a cake of makeup on, covering all of your spots. You know, you got all this bad acne, all these problems, rather than you just embrace your natural self so a man can appreciate you for who you are. Instead, you rather come out and perpetrate a fraud by looking like something that is not there. So basically, you're false advertising. That's a bad deal, you know? And there's a lot of women that do that. And when women take off all of that stuff and we really see you for who you are, now we're disappointed. Now we don't even want to be around you now because like you deceived us. And I think that's one of the biggest problems today is that modern women do not show who they really are. They hide behind the hair, the wigs, the makeup, you know what I'm saying? The lashes, the fake nails, got these long Dracula claw nails. I can't deal with none of that mess, man. And then y'all getting these fake BBLs and all this. This is sad, man. Getting facial surgeries, and Botox, and then you want to talk about you want a real man. Okay.
They got Afro-Brazilians. Yes. Actually, do you know the largest population of Black people outside of the continent of Africa is Brazil? Not the U.S., guys. Believe it or not. So there's actually more Black people there than there are here.
Listen, a lot of you folks don't have no education and no history. You don't understand nothing. A lot of them people and all them people up in Brazil are all white people, bro. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all can say whatever y'all want. Y'all can say whatever you want. I'm just keeping it 1,000. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. All them people down there got white daddies, bro. I'm just giving it to you the way you need to hear it, fam. Straight up and down.
Fun fact, in case you guys don't know.
No, you don't know.
All right. So one of the things that I don't know if you've ever thought about long term, and I want to challenge you with this, is that do you know the custody laws in Brazil? If you were to have a child with a Brazilian woman?
No, I'm not ready for that yet, so I haven't studied it.
How? So hold on. Wait. Hold on. So you're supposed to be a traveling brother. You're out there looking for women, but you don't know about any of the laws concerning having children with Brazilian women. Ultimate red flag. How are you going to teach these brothers the game if you're not showing them what's going on? Wow. He just exposed himself again. It's crazy.
I would tell you to be aware of it. There is a very famous case that was on Dateline. It's been all over the place. In Brazil, the mother, if you were to, she would actually get full custody of a child. Actually, it was a woman. They got married in Brazil, came back here, American guy. She ended up leaving him, took the child to Brazil, and he could not get his child back for quite a few years. Have you ever looked into some of those mechanics of how those systems work down there?
No, but like I said, I'd be relocating, so.
You didn't look into none of those things? Wow, you're such a great traveled man. Man, he's looking bad, bro. How is this guy helping you brothers if he didn't give you the warning on what happens if you got a Brazilian woman pregnant? Now, this further proves that these particular passport bros are not down there to get women pregnant. They're down there for the cooch, and that's about it.
Okay, so I would challenge people too. I would challenge men to look at not just dating, but the full law of everything that's there.
These men are not looking at no law. These men looking at some cooch.
Because there are there are things in other countries where it all I say is all that glitter is not gold. And I want people to be as informed as possible. And in fact, I would love it if some of the guys could do videos on this and actually talk about it. And maybe
I'm talking about you. I'm talking about him and your cartel.
some of the protections and things you can get, because this was a big deal. And actually it's happened to quite a few dudes dealing in Brazil.
She's trying to get him scared. If you look at his face, he's probably like, fam, could you please ask another question? I don't want to hear about this pregnancy stuff. You messing up, fam.
Does that sway you at all? Or is that something for you to think about?
Not at all. I mean, what you're getting from the woman is better for that risk. Yeah.
Really? That's amazing. That's shocking to me. All right, guys, do you have any questions for him? Anyone have any questions? Anyone have any questions? Any questions?
Nobody don't got no questions for this clown. This guy is 23 years old, fam. This guy don't know nothing about life yet. Like, I'm seriously, fam, respectfully, fam. 23 years old, fam. This guy didn't even do nothing yet. He just started. How the hell could this guy lead you guys to the promised land? Like, seriously, fam. Like, you guys are literally taking advice from a 23-year-old. Are you kidding me? You think I'm gonna call bro up and be like, yo, bro, you know what I'm saying? Could you tell me, like, you know what I'm saying? I want to know, like, what the lady's looking like. Know what I mean? Trying to get down there to Brazil, you know what I'm saying? I heard you the passport, bro. So, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get it in with one of them sisters. He's 23, fam. He's not thinking about wifing up no woman at this time, fam. All he thinking about is cooch. That's it.
Nobody has any questions. Was there anything else you want to say? Because I just thought it was, guys, and check out his channel, Auston Holman. Check out his channel if you are a guy that's interested in this. And I also
notice she promotes his channel. Why? Because she allegedly knows him. And there's a lot of other clowns that follow his platform. All of those guys, let me tell you something for him, fam. The passport bros is a religion. It's definitely a religion, fam. These guys get mad. Anytime you talk about passports and this and that, and how they going overseas just for box, they get really upset. But none of these guys have wives. None of these guys have kids. See, here's the thing, fam. Do not tell me that you're a passport bro and you got a wife, right? And you don't have no kids. I'm not going to hear that. Listen, there is no way that I could be in Brazil blowing some girl back out and she's not pregnant. That don't make no sense. You got all these women and you banging them and you're traveling back and forth, and nobody got pregnant. What are those women you dealing with? I want to know, because, you know, nowadays, I seen some news stories talking about there's some other types that are out there in Brazil now. There's some horror stories that I seen on YouTube of guys going to Brazil. You know what I'm saying? They got with what they thought was, you know, a young lady, and, you know, one thing led to another. They were in the car and, you know, she started speaking Portuguese and, you know, gave the dude, you know, some top. Turned out it was not a woman. Yeah, some horror stories on YouTube, fam, from Brazil. These travel bros be going out there getting top from dudes. Yo, these guys be traveling from afar to get top from dudes, bro. They be in the car, in meddling in the car. The person pulls them inside the car. They be like, come in the car. Come in the car. He's like, yo, man, I got a baddie, fam. He recording it too. He got his phone out. He like this. He's like, yeah. Come back to the States. The brothers on YouTube is like, bro, hold up. Bro, yo, that particular one that was in your car, you were with that? Yeah, man, it's a baddie I got. Yo, that's a dude. What? It's a dude. And he already posted the video all over YouTube already. Or on Patreon or wherever. Other brothers downloaded the video. Now they sharing it all over the place. Man. I would literally just stop. I would get off of YouTube. If that was the situation, I would not even be online no more. That's a horror story. Imagine that, fam. Imagine you, and see, this is why the game is messed up, right? Cause you know, sometimes, you out and about, you might have a couple of drinks in your system and you probably ran into a woman and, you kicking it and you get some head real fast. You never got head like you didn't know you were gonna get head. That never happened to you? Like literally, like you weren't even thinking about nothing. You weren't even trying to do nothing. And you just got head. Never happened to you? I remember there was one time, right? This is back in the days. I think I was probably like 20. I think like 2021, somewhere around there. So like me and all my peeps, we was bike riding, right? So we went to the Bronx, right? So we all bike riding and whatnot. We went to the Bronx, went out way out somewhere, you know what I mean, to some other hood, and you had all these chicks that was out there, and they were all at the park. So all the dudes, they left. So me and my crew, we kind of just hang by, and I was just there. And I recall I went around by where the handball court is, and you had a sister over there with her friend. They were there talking and smoking and doing something. I don't know what the hell they were doing. Next minute, one of them, they saw me and my peoples. We were there talking, and she was like, you want to come with me over here real fast? And I went over there by the corner, by the side, and she sat down on the bench. And I was still standing up talking to her. So, it was like the light was, it was turning dark, and, the light, So she's sitting down. I'm right in front of, like standing right in front of her. I wasn't thinking that. I just figured we just having a conversation. Next minute, she start unbuckling my belt from my pants. I'm like, next minute, I'm getting some top. And while I'm getting some top, my partners in them is on the other side. I see them over there talking to the other chicks. And this is happening right in the park, right in the open. Cars are driving by this way, that way. I'm like, and like she did what she did and everything. Like there was no evidence left, if you know what I mean. What if that situation turned out to be something else? I would never come outside again. I would never come outside. So I could just imagine how that dude felt that had that horror story where he went to Brazil and he got with a dude he didn't know. Because see, this is why, brothers, when you out and about, don't be too quick to get some top from some woman, because you never know. You never know. Be very careful out here, bro. I'm telling you, fam, you better be careful. That's a nightmare, fam. Imagine yo, that would be it, man. I would literally be in prison. You would hear about me on the news, bro. Hold up. That's Ringo. Tonight's news. Popular YouTuber Ringo TV Reactions, aka Ringo TV Raw, was arrested following an incident at Central Park. Witnesses say he was in the park after dark with what appeared to be a woman. That's a horror story, bro. This is why you ladies got to stop wearing all this hair, these eyelashes. It's very confusing now. Serious. Because with the way things are, matter of fact, I'm now hearing, like right now, what's trending on YouTube. What's that dude's name? That dude that's still trying to buy the school. Umar Johnson. I'm hearing that Umar Johnson was on a panel, right? And he called, I guess, a transgendered person, a black woman or something. I don't know if he knew, but I'm confused now. I'm done. Y'all, listen, you ladies, y'all gotta get right. It's getting really crazy out here because now guys don't even know what they're getting now. He did, right? See, that's crazy, fam. This is getting bad. It's getting bad out here. Now we don't know what's going on. So now brothers are going to be afraid. This is why a lot of guys literally don't approach you, because we don't know what we're getting now. We really don't. It could be anything under there. You know, it's getting real bad out here. But anyway, let's get back into this.
I think you should open your eyes to it instead of, a lot of women just automatically criticize or say this guy is trying to.
Notice how she's vouching for him. She knows him, fam, allegedly. There's no way. She's literally promoting him, telling the ladies, don't feel like the guy is this and that. She's promoting him, fam. Think about that.
Traffic women or.
Notice what she said. Notice what she said. Trafficking women. This is exactly what it is, fam. When you really think about this is seriously, fam. This is all sex tourism at the end of the day, fam. All of this, get your passport, go overseas to get women. None of these guys are making any of these women wives. None of them are having babies. None of them are building families. You don't hear nothing about no businesses, no houses, no nothing, fam. It's all a game.
Deal with poor women, because it's easy and it's not as challenging, that women see it as.
They go down there because it is easy. They pay the women what they need and they get what they want.
So, these dudes can't make it here, so they're going down there.
They can't make it here. That's why they go down there.
Have to say to like women who have that kind of ideal?
I think that's interesting, right? Because one of my beliefs that I have here, right, is that women getting played so much and having a high body count kind of leads to that, them being introduced to feminism, taking on that masculine mindset, that strong, independent mindset. And so I'm kind of wondering, how much does
Listen to me carefully, fam. The reason why modern women are taking on this feminist ideology and all this nonsense is because of you simp brothers out here that keep financing everything. If you guys, listen, if you guys would just stop taking them on dinner dates, stop paying for trips, stop supporting them financially, and just let them just fend for themselves, they're going to understand that we mean business and it's a new day. You guys have to stop being traditional. The idea of, a man is supposed to be a provider, those days are over. Those days are over. You're not supposed to be a provider no more. Not to today's modern woman. Modern women believe that they're independent, remember? They believe that they can do bad by themselves. They don't need a man. They don't need nothing from us. So why are so many men jumping to the plate to be a beta male provider, right, to women that don't even respect him? Why are you trying to be traditional when the modern woman is not trying to be traditional towards you? You understand? You're trying to provide, protect, and do all this stuff, and you're not getting nothing in return. It makes no sense. You know? Stop taking these women out on dinner dates. I keep telling you guys, stop spending money. Women do not respect men that lead with their wallet. You're a sucker, bro. You're a sucker. You're getting played. There's a guy out there that's broke, and she's giving him the box. You're taking her out on dates, wasting your money, wasting resources and time. And right after the date, she go and get her back blown out by that guy. It happens every day, bro. Dudes are spending money trying to get in, and you're never going to get in. That door is locked to you because she's not even sexually attracted to you, but she's going to use you for those dates and those gifts.
Feminism itself and the pain of getting hurt repetitiously by certain kinds of men, by women who just don't know how to court and be vetted by men, or don't look for red.
All this talk with these clowns talking about courted and vetted by this and all this nonsense. None of these guys are trying to get a woman to make her a wife so they can have some kids and build a family. All these guys care about is sex. That's it. Especially when some of these guys have money to spend. They figure, well, I got money, so I can just go out there and get any woman. Listen, you can have all the money in the world and women will still reject you. You understand me? There's a lot of guys that got money and still don't get no cooch.
Flags in men plays into how a lot of women here in the West lose their femininity and how that kind of makes them unattractive to us and how we got here into the position that we're in currently.
A lot of these guys are acting as if though they had something going with these women, and today a lot of the women today just are not into these guys. I can honestly tell you, fam, if a woman is into you, bro, you could be broke, no gear, living at your mom's house, bro. You'll have a sister that got a college education, a nice paying job. If she is sexually attracted to you, fam, that woman would dress you up, put you in her car, right? Tell you to come stay by her place till you get on track. She'll even help you to get a damn job, bro. Why? Because she like you. When a woman like you, bro, it's the greatest thing in the world because everything flows so smooth. But when a woman don't like you, bro, you're going to find yourself working and working and working and working. You're doing all this work trying to get her to cooperate. And she's still not cooperating. Why? Because she don't like you. She don't like you, bro. She'd have no feelings for you.
So I wanted to ask those questions, not to put you on the spot, but I feel like a lot of people probably got a lot of value out of that.
Well, I've said this before too. The difference between, I'm gonna read some super chats after answers, but the difference between American women and chicks in Brazil is a chick in Brazil can get hurt 4 or 5 times, and her treatment for the next man is not gonna slack.
Notice what he just said. That women in Brazil could get hurt 4 or 5 times, but her treatment for a man will not slack, which also proves that women in Brazil are, in fact, getting hurt. They're getting ran through. They're getting pumped and dumped. But he's basically saying that even though they're getting pumped and dumped and they're getting hurt by men, they still will treat you right and this and that and all of that stuff, even though they've been hurt. So basically what these guys are essentially looking for is women that are more tolerating or have, what is the word I'm looking for? They have a certain amount of resistance for being hurt. It's like they're able to take more pain. Whereas the modern woman in America, she get hurt once, she's ready to throw in the towel and get rid of the relationship, and she'll treat the next man like trash. But these women overseas now, he's basically saying they're more of a punching bag, meaning you can pump and dump them, come back, they'll be hurt, but they're going to still treat you right. It ain't going to be long before that stops. It ain't gonna be long before all those same women say, you know what, enough is enough. These American men keep coming over here using us, leaving us with babies. It's crazy, fam. It's really crazy out here, but that's what he's saying.
Therefore, she has a better shot at getting married. If she was doing manicures, washing clothes, cooking, and consistent sex, she can get hurt 10 times in a row, be 30 years old with 2 babies. And I'm saying this because I had a chick I've met out there.
So now you basically saying that men should get a Brazilian woman that have kids and become a stepdaddy now. You see, brothers, you can't escape it, fam. This is basically what he's saying.
That was doing these things, not the manicures, that was just me saying that. But it was still as if she wanted me to marry her. Versus a chick in the States, by the time, really, it seems like if they start dating at 18, by the time they're 23, they done lost all their femininity. But by the time they reach 30 and have 2 kids,
Do you feel
their
their
behavior is killing any chance of them getting married. And they're not gonna they flip from let me serve you to you need to cash at me or you need to.
These guys are full of shit when you think about it, man. Can't stand these type of guys, man. It's like, cause see, the thing is, I'm actually living the life. So when I listen to them, I'm listening to guys that got no real results. Like they're not in the game. They're on the outside playing the women that they deal with. They're only interested in having sex with these women. But none of these guys are really officially building with these women. Like, where are the women that are pregnant? Like, why these guys got no babies? I don't get it. There's no way you banging these broads and nobody's getting pregnant. How? So you just shooting blanks? So you don't want to get none of these hot Brazilian women pregnant? Of course not. They don't want to do that. The last thing they want to do is get a woman pregnant. Peep the game, bro. Peep the game.
All this stuff to win me over, just like the chicks in the video.
Right.
They were 23, 22 years old, and they're saying he needs to win me over.
Right.
When I'm not trying to be rude to him, but I mean, I don't want to go there. I could go there with him, but what are we winning? You know,
Right,
what are we,
exactly.
you don't even know what you're going to do for me.
And so I guess I'll ask all you guys this question, hearing what you heard about all of this, right? Like, do you guys really feel like, is it feminism? Is it feminism itself and the mindset that the feminist movement puts onto American women's mindset and psyche, the thing that makes them unattractive, or is it the body?
Well,
or is
what
it
I think did it with feminism was it made women feel as equal as men, meaning they think they can be like men, go out and have sexual relations with 100 men like men can do a woman. It doesn't affect us mentally, doesn't affect us spiritually. You know, when women.
So you guys are admitting that you're just out there pumping and dumping these broads. Because I don't hear no success stories of any of these guys, you know, having children, wifing up women. You know, I don't hear about that type of stuff. You know, now, yes, men by nature are to have more than one woman. So, of course, if a man is intimate with a woman, he's not creating no damn soul tie. But when a woman with a woman is totally different. Women who deal with multiple men are creating soul ties, a whole bunch of them. And this is why she's bound by so many different demons and spirits, because of the amount of D that she take in, the amount of DNA that enters her brain, you know. But see, these guys are out here being whoremongers. Now, there's a difference between a man practicing polygyny in terms of having more than one wife, more than one concubine, from a man who is a whoremonger male. A whoremonger male is not interested in family. He's not interested in having children. He's not interested in none of that stuff. All he want to do is have sex. That's all he want to do. Have sex with as many women as he possibly can, pump and dump. And if he get the woman pregnant, he's going to leave her with the baby and come back to America. This is what these travel guys are actually doing. Ain't no telling how many young ladies. I'm talking about even women that are possibly in their teens that may have gotten pregnant by these passport guys. Ain't no telling how many of them have been left in a hotel pregnant by one of these type of guys. And you would never know about this unless it kind of leak and then somebody end up getting exposed. But ain't no telling what these guys are doing overseas, man. You'll be surprised what the cameras don't show. Think about that, fam.
Do it. They're not built to do it, and it's the same thing my wife said. It's so
Yes, women are not built to have sex with multiple men. I've taught on this many times. But the problem is you guys are perpetuating the madness and the dysfunction because you're whoremonger males yourself. You can't talk about the women and what they're doing, but you're out in Brazil having sex with multiple women and leaving them, and you're not building no family. You're basically doing the same thing. You're running up the body count of all the women in Brazil at this point.
So many times. My wife's from the Philippines. We have an Audi.
He said his wife is from the Philippines. Where's the children? Where's the children? My wife, my wife, my wife. Where is the children? Anytime you see a couple claiming that they married and there's no kids, red flag.
And they have any, What we have is outside, we shoot it out of us. It goes inside of them. And the same thing like Auston even said, I seen him say it. That's why a woman's pH is off, right? Because they're taking sperm from so many different guys inside of them. And then you go to take their clothes off. It's happened to me so many times in the U.S. too.
It happened to you so many times in the U.S. too. And why is that clown laughing for? I don't understand why he's laughing, because if a woman's pH is off, it's because of you whoremonger males and your dirty D. That's why. Dirty D Rodney. You're out here pumping and dumping these broads, filling them up with that toxic seed.
And they funky down there. And the reason why it's like that is because too many guys are shooting in them. And the woman is...
See, there's truth in what he's saying regarding women that are getting banged by multiple men. And then you got women that don't know how to protect themselves because they're getting raw dogged. At the same time, a lot of these guys are contributors to the same thing, which means these same guys are out here doing this to the women. They're pumping these women and leaving their seed inside of them. How could you judge the women when you are literally a team player, pumping the women and bringing up their body count and leaving them with spirits and soul ties? That's hypocrisy at its best.
So loose that they're letting random guys shoot up in them raw. You can see it on TikTok too. Same thing we said earlier. These women are telling on themselves. Oh, oh yeah.
You know why that other dude is laughing? Because he's one of the guys that been shooting up their club. He know what he's been doing, fam. A lot of these guys are guilty, man. They just guilty, fam.
And you can get in, you can get it raw. They say that about guys. They say on these different quick short videos on TikTok. Oh yeah, he can get it raw. Yeah, it's crazy.
Not that you care what they think, but if you had a response.
They say that because they're part of the problem.
That's what you would tell. Like, pretend I'm saying that to you. Well, you just can't make it here. You can't keep up with us American women. You just want some poor woman that's just looking for a come up.
And that's why I'm leaving, because you think like that.
He said he's leaving because they think like that. No, when women say stuff about you passport bros in terms of the fact that the only reason why you're doing that is because you want something that's cheaper, something that's a little more easy, both of you are correct under those circumstances. So it's not that the women that complain are wrong, because there's this new trend around where passport bros are saying that modern women are upset because these guys are traveling and getting their passports. But yet all of you guys that are traveling and getting your passports, none of you have any wives. I don't hear about none of you guys impregnating any woman overseas. You do know that if you impregnate a woman overseas, you do know what that's going to do, right? You are an American and you got a woman overseas pregnant. Listen, these guys are not trying to do that. They know it's going to open up a can of worms. They're not trying to do that. Trust me.
I'm sorry.
Listen, this so-called passport cartel is very interesting. They both know each other, fam. They know each other. They spoke before that interview. They set that whole interview up. And she's trying to stay within character, but bust out laughing.
I'm trying to bait him into something.
She says she's trying to bait him. You see what women do, brothers? Women are always trying to bait you into something.
He will not be baited into anything right now, but that's all good. All right, guys, I'm going to get to the next caller, but any other thing you want to say? You want to shout out your channel and everything that you got going on over there?
You already shouted out the channel already. We ain't joining no Facebook group.
You're
no.
interested in traveling overseas to date women. We are also teaching you how to make money overseas as well.
How are you going to teach them how to make money overseas when you said earlier that you're not going to relocate until your YouTube channel grows? Stop the cap. These guys are lying to you. Listen. Y'all heard earlier when he said that, he's going to go overseas to stay once his YouTube channel get up in numbers, right? So how are you teaching them how to do anything in terms of money overseas when you're not overseas? You're still in the States. How are you making money overseas? How can you teach somebody how to make money overseas when you're not overseas? Sir, you're not making any sense. This is how you identify the charlatans.
We're not just teaching you to be a part-time traveler. We're teaching you to stay full-time.
You're teaching them to stay full-time, but you have not yet relocated yet. How are you going to teach people to be a full-time traveler when you haven't even set up residence overseas yet? This is pure scammery, man. This is just a joke, bro. Like, seriously.
And remember to run to the post office and get your passport because it is that bad out here.
So they need to run to their passport, brothers. We need to run there. Don't walk. Don't jog. You got to run to the passport. You got to run to the post office and say, hey, teller in the clicker and whatever the hell you are, get me a passport, fam. I'm here to get my passport. Okay, that's cool. Fill out this paper right here. Sad, man.
It is that bad. Guys, at 23, he is tapping out of the U.S.
Now, if he's tapping out of the U.S., what that says about your dating show, Melanie? If it's that bad over here, then why would anybody call in on your dating show? Don't make no sense to call in now because it's just that bad out here. Right?
I don't blame him. Well, thanks for calling in. It was good meeting you. Good talking to you. Hopefully we could talk again about this.
Notice that. I hope we could talk about this again. Notice her smile. Notice her smile. You see that? That's a business transaction accomplishment. See that? I'm telling you, fam, the hidden agenda, man. The hidden agenda is real.
All right. All right, guys. I thought it was interesting because, if I find interesting channels, I'm going to ask you guys to call in.
Notice she said if she find interesting channels. Fam, she didn't find that channel. She's promoting this channel because her and him talked already. Again, Melanie King and the Auston Passport Cartel, hidden agenda exposed. Yeah.
And just have a conversation about things. But
that's about it, fam. We're going to get up on out of here. You already done know what it is. So I got through the stream even though I'm tired. Even though I'm tired, I was able to get through the stream, and it is what it is. So, what I'm saying right now is 1:33 a.m. I'm going to go get me something to eat, and then I'm going to sleep. I'm going to go get me some rest. Went out earlier, man. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I took care of some business. Then I got back in and started editing my intros and my outros. And I said, you know what? Let me go get some footage for the Ringo Motorsport channel, Motor Vlog. And I had all my cameras set for night recording. Imagine going out there and you're filming and you're getting all this wonderful footage and you get back into the crib and you look at your footage and all the footage is just white because of all the sunlight. I had the cameras, like the camera's settings is set for night riding because there's different settings for night riding. Then you have to have it set for day riding to compensate for the sun glare, and you have to have your white balance and your exposure. All that stuff got to be set properly, or else, in the daylight, it'll just be white, the whole screen. Man, I put the memory cards in the computer, man. I'm all excited. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Some footage, man. I got the 360 cam, all that stuff. I look at the footage, man. I'm like, you can't be there. I'm like, this is a total waste of time. Now I got to do it today. So I'm going to head on out later on in the day and I'm going to try to get this footage. Right? So I wasted my time, you know what I'm saying, recording, man. And it was some good footage, man. Yo, I hate that, man. I don't know why I didn't remember. You know, like how when you just can't wait to go do what you got to do. And then when I got back and I'm like, I didn't set the damn camera for daytime. You know what I'm saying? I was about to go buy another new camera and I realized I could get the new GoPro Hero 11 for only $399. Wow. I save $150. I'm going to get another camera. So it's going to be a total of 5 cameras. It's going to be pretty cool. Trust me. So make sure you subscribe to my Ringo Motor vlog. Make sure you subscribe to that channel as well. All right. So shout out to everybody in the clouds that, you know what I'm saying, you're not members yet. You're just hiding in the clouds. Make sure you thumbs up the video. Give me a thumbs up. Put a like on the video. You know what I'm saying? And again, to all you brothers out there, stay focused on what you do best. The best times to work is when you don't feel like working. Now, the reason why it's the best time is because you're pushing yourself through. It's like working out. You're lifting weights and you already done reach your max. You're done. Your arms are you're finished. But your partner is like, give me 3 more. And you're like, man, hell no. So he's trying to encourage you. You do 1, your arms are boiling like fire. You got to keep going. Right? So now you did the 3, but your partner's like, give me 2 more. You're like, bro, you trying to kill me, bro. I'm done. I'm finished. The reason why you got to go and put in the extra 2 is you're putting a lot of pressure on that muscle for it to grow even more. So the same principle applies in real life. When you don't feel like working, and I'm talking about guys that are actually doing something that you're building. You got to put in the work when you're tired. I'm talking about your pillow is calling you. You ever been like that? Where your body had shut down. You gotta fight. You gotta fight through the sleep. You gotta fight it and be like, look, I gotta get this work done, fam. Once you accomplish that, you broke through. So now your endurance when it comes to your work ethic is gonna be even stronger now. You're gonna be able to put in more work the next time round because you're not gonna get tired. It's sort of like training. So I don't know who that's for, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just sleeping. I don't know. But that's about it, fam. So I'm going to get up on out of here. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's about it. All right, y'all. Ringo TV reactions.
Love on me.
Yeah.
Hold on me, girl.
It's one of my new tunes.
Squeeze on me. Hold on me, girl.
Yeah.
Love on me.
Gonna get up on out of here.
Play with me, girl. Missing you, baby. You know. Holding me, baby. You know. My baby. You know. My baby. You know. Loving you. Baby, me think about you. Honey, me missing you. Baby, me wanting you tonight. Loving you.
Alright, y'all.
Baby, me think about
I'm out of here.
Honey, me
Ringo TV reactions. We out, fam. It is what it is. Y'all be safe out there.
Wind up, girl.
Oh, this is the best part right here. I like this part.
You know. Wind up, girl. And get on bad.
Oh, you want to hear the song? Okay, let's hear the song.
Wind up, girl. And get on bad. You know. Wind up, girl. And get on bad. You know. Back it up, girl, and bend down, them go. Woman in the club and girl, them want flow. Wine pan the floor, girl, them get down. Wine in there, so now.
All right, y'all. We gonna get up on out of here. We out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out.